Didn't study at Princeton, but a proven convict. I'm more like a Winston and got friends like John Wick. Some spent time in Kingston, others were gone quick. They're just intimate places you can move me from. On my white boy flow, I'm about to drop a doozy, son. Bars hitting heavy like an extended Uzi drum. Only a handful living life they make movies from. 3 sheets to the wind, and I still be spitting better. You can't be fair-skinned and suck at the written letter. They'll never have me pinned, only getting better. Lord knows I've sinned with that forbidden cheddar. Originality can be astounding the game, but it seems auto-tune got you all sounding the same. Time to take your own lane instead of crowding the train. You know pigs saying to me if there's no loud.
If tomorrow don't come.
Let's start a band, let's play some tunes about some shit that hasn't mattered since 2002. We got old, but we never grow up. It just takes more drinks to make us throw up. Let's start a band, let's play some dirty punk rock shows in dive bars like we're not all in our 30s. We got old, but we never grew up. We're just so when our adult friends show up.
Hey, you made it!
Yeah, we found a
always stay till 10. What time do you go on?
Shit. We die of old age. Let it be on stage. Playing for 10 people for less than minimum wage. Let's start a band.
Hello, I'm Soldier Boy. Did you know drugs and drug-related crime have become a nationwide problem? All across America, drugs are destroying people's lives. But you don't have to be a superhero to fight back. Because your superpower is just saying no. So when someone offers you drugs, you tell them Soldier Boy said taking drugs is not cool. And anyone who does is a loser. Remember, real heroes don't use drugs. Start the punk rock show. For a journey rough and tumble show, nothing beats a dive. It's where I spend the best nights of my life. Nights I can't remember, but I won't to forget. Punk rock isn't dead, it's still alive. Tonight, at the world's greatest dive.
Welcome back to another evening at the Stay Lifted Dungeon. I'm currently by myself, just waiting for Zazie to get here, but I think we can get through this night if we try hard enough. Well, maybe I don't have to be by myself. Who could that be?
Howdy ho, everyone. Happy Swamp Weed.
Ryan is back and he's here to stare into your souls. Bongo time, everyone. Alright, we promise not to try too many pre-written skits like that without actually trying to pre-write them, as we came up with that 10 seconds before we started. In fact, you saw that one video again just because I said, hey, you should go off camera. So Ryan's went away for a bit, but we are back. We missed last week and you missed the week before.
I did, yeah.
And but we are back full time. And we're here to talk about Miss Marvel, the conclusion of Obi-Wan, and The Boys.
Yeah, all great shows.
I mean, if we get a chance, we might talk about Multiverse of Madness, but we might save that for a stream all by itself.
Yeah, definitely. When do you want to start on?
Well, let's start off with your favorite. I know you've been telling me how much you love it. Let's start off with Miss Marvel.
All right. Where can I start? Well, great picture. Great imaging. I like the way they put it all together. But that's kind of where it ends. Takes a twist or a turn, I guess you can say. Well, Well, as we both know, Sony tried to do the same thing by switching powers of past mutants, and it just didn't really work. And why would they try it this late in the game? I don't understand.
Why can't these motherfuckers say Inhuman?
Yeah, and that's
Like,
true.
this is killing me. Okay, so the reason Ryan and I are so upset is because we know some things. We've watched some stuff. We've had some times. And what's really bugging us is that we know of these... Oh, wait, I can't just click on it. I have to... So, this is the Young Avengers lineup. And there's another thing as well that we'll talk about in a minute that has more to do with her, but
Yeah.
we just finished Multiverse of Madness for like the 4th or 5th time, so I thought, let's look at who we got going on so far and who could be. So in this picture, from left to right, I'll just go really quickly. We have Wiccan, Speed, which are Wanda Maximoff and Vision's children. We have American Chavez from Multiverse of Madness, and obviously she'll probably go on to lead the Young Avengers. We have Kate Bishop as the new Hawkeye. We have Ant-Man's daughter as Stature. I know we've met this character as well. Like, these are all actors that we've met and the characters that we've met in the MCU so far.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, Patriot is Bradley's
Son, the first
grandson.
Captain America. Oh yeah, grandson. Yeah.
And he takes his grandpa's pills until eventually getting the actual serum. And then, of course, we have a weirder character that I know the MCU touched on different Lokis, but they didn't really touch on the reincarnated young Loki that is part of the Young Avengers. So this is one team that we seem to be building, and obviously we have all the characters that we could possibly need to make this team.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they are building a second team, apparently.
They are.
And this is the rise of this is the Marvel show, The Rising of the Secret Warriors. But the Secret Warriors are coming, whether we like it or not. They are... Ryan loves the show, so I'm putting him on screen.
Yeah.
So the characters we have here, again, are Patriot in the top right corner. In the bottom right corner, we have American Chavez. We have Miss Marvel. In the middle, we have American Chavez. We have Inferno in the top right. I cannot remember the... Dominic? No. Who's under Inferno?
Oh, it could be Spider-Gwen.
And did we ever look up I forget the dog's name again.
Yeah, I don't remember the dog's name.
And for those wondering, yes, I'm purposely missing...
Oh, it could be Mimi, Screaming Mimi, or whatever the hell her name is.
And those wondering, yes, I'm purposefully missing Squirrel Girl, because I hate Squirrel Girl. But she is there nonetheless. Yeah, that's Mimi.
Who turns into a
white skin.
songbird, right?
Well, she pretends to be Songbird. I guess, yeah, in the Secret Warrior storyline later, she is Mimi that turns into
I think we're
Songbird.
still going to be leading up to what you always thought, and that was the Avengers, are they the Dark Avengers, I guess? Or what is it they called again?
Oh, yeah, sorry. The Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, yeah.
Which are a group of Inhumans that are already... Well, some are Inhumans, some are mutants. It all depends on which iteration we're talking about. But the other thing we have, like, this is just... Oh. Thank you very much for the Prime sub from my beautiful wife. Also, check out her channel, because eventually we will get her up in streaming when she gets around to it. So, Bongo Time to all lacquered up. I should take that image. Bongo Time to all lacquered up.
Technically, we got Black Bolt. Well, we've seen Black Bolt, I guess.
Alright, so as we're talking about characters, we're now dealing with... These are the three that we have introduced as their actual characters. Oh, my wife also called the Bongo Time.
Oh.
Because she's got channel points. And now understands Twitch.
Alright.
But, I just did a bong off the camera because we're not paying attention. But, so obviously we met Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye series. We have met American Chavez in Multiverse of Madness, and now we have Kamala Khan
In Miss Marvel.
in Miss Marvel. So these are our new main line that we know are going to be sort of forming the new version of the Avengers. Now, what do you... how do you feel, honestly, about Miss Marvel, though, so far? Episode, what do we just watch? 3 and 4?
It's entertaining.
4 and 5.
But, yeah, I just don't get why they switched. I get why they switched the powers, because they don't want it to be mimicking Mr. Fantastic, who is coming with the Fantastic Four movie. We don't know who that's playing by, but yeah, like I understand, but it's still I don't get it. I don't know why they switched the powers that much.
No, and I like that's the thing, right? We have multiple characters that are just really strong. You got Bucky and Captain America are essentially the same person.
Yeah.
2 Hawkeyes. Like what I like the power thing can't be it. I think it's because they made her. They went with not an Inhuman, and this is killing me. This is where it's killing me. Like we're how many episodes in?
Yeah.
They've called her everything else possible as Guardian, a Djinn, and now she is. Now she's Yeah, she's a Djinn. She's not an Inhuman.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be an Inhuman, and this is what's driving me nuts. Her power changes. But other than that, taking that aside, the cinematography in this is great. There's some really good storytelling in it. It's a perspective I'm not necessarily used to, so I'm learning a little bit as we go, so I don't mind that, but...
I guess, what do you think it's leading up to for an end credit scene that we're going to see in the next couple episodes?
I feel like maybe some sort of Nick Fury shot with one of these 2 ladies.
Yeah, I could see that, actually.
Or maybe not Nick Fury this time. Maybe we'll have
My prediction, just because you just that made me think of it, is I think our friend Brie Larson's going to show up. Because we're leading into the Marvels movie, right?
That's true. I was kind of hoping it would be like American Chavez and Wong.
That'd be cool.
Because then they'd be like coming to recruit her maybe for the Young Avengers, but...
Oh, we got a Swampweed. Alright, I'm hitting a Swampweed. Happy Swampweeds.
Well, I don't think they know what Swampweed is.
Well, for those who don't know what it is out there, it's 3 different kinds mixed together to make the ultimate high. Get your Swampweed.
This is correct. And man, does he love explaining that. Just going to catch up on our chat here for a second. YouTube is not chatted yet. We're going to keep in our multi-stream chat, or our Twitch chat only, so that we can see all of our Bongo Times and our channel things, but I have our YouTube chat open on a separate screen, so I can manage it over here.
Alrighty.
This we try and be educational. That's how it all started. It started with weed stunts and my strange love for film and Marvel. And having a couple friends that would at least let me talk about it a lot and, join in. So this week in Miss Marvel, she goes to Pakistan. I mean, I wanted to get this screenshot, but like Disney's very hard to screenshot, and I didn't feel like downloading it because I was lazy. Scotty is only here to chew gum and kick ass, and he's all out of kick ass. I went a little nuts writing some commands. There's a lot of commands now.
Alrighty.
And then I told Kamina he can do commands, which they didn't know, and now he makes a bunch of commands. So life is awesome.
That's awesome.
We were talking about you earlier today, Kamina, and Scotty. Well, all of you, because we were talking about how you guys sometimes watch on different accounts on different or different platforms and stuff. And that you got brought up. I have no idea. I once saw someone put exclamation command, but I wasn't sure if that actually did anything. But when you're creating them, you should be able to see the whole list. Or maybe not. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know the whole list, to be honest. Especially now that I'm not the only one adding them. But I guess just for posterity's sake, I could tell you them. But that's half the fun of you guys finding them. Yeah, that's the command list now.
Oh wow.
It's gotten a little bigger.
Have fun, everyone.
Zazie will be here soon too. Also,
Yeah.
Zazie is.
It's his band.
Yeah, he is band practicing right now. Sorry, a couple rounds in a row right away kind of gets you stoned, and then I got off topic. But we went to Pakistan, and there was some really fun fighting. She really is coming into her own as a fighter, which is good, but also a little like, wow, you just learned years of fighting in like 2 altercations.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's just learning how to control her powers. How did she get so good all of a sudden?
Yeah, well, I mean, you get the little training montages here and there, and then all of a sudden she spent like a half hour with a kung fu master, and now she's a kung fu master.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. But in this fight, in the fights that she's having, like, it's not like she's going up against people who have been training in their specific and many other martial arts for 100. Oh, never mind. She has been, like, she's literally kicking the shit out of people that have been doing this for over 100 years.
Yeah.
She's had her powers for like 72 hours. This is starting to turn into a bit of a Princess Leia situation here.
And yeah, they've been training their whole lives for centuries because they're Jin too, and have powers as well. And apparently they can't beat this one new teenage girl that just got powers. And
who seems like she was pretty physically awkward before that.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she wasn't the most athletic person for sure.
Yeah, that's one of our commands. If you put in Ezra Miller's command, it's not my Flash. And then there might be one about Leia in there also.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're about to see the same thing with Stature, right? Because we're in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania. They're gonna have to set Stature's suit up at least. Mm-hmm. And when she takes it over, they're probably just gonna jump right into, oh, she's a great fighter and knows everything. Whereas you get Kate Bishop, no powers, no suit, but she's trained her whole life. Like, they show her from like yay big wanting to wanting to go use a bow and learn martial arts, and like they at least set up her talents. All of a sudden Kamala Khan that doesn't, like, she seems to be able to make internet content and draw.
Yeah.
And now she's like the best fighter of all time. And I get there's probably something in there for like, but she was destined to be. I know it's just a TV show, so I should probably relax a little. But I mean, how is she kicking the shit out of like 8 people at a time that are doing this for 100 years? Yeah, who also have powerful relics and powers.
Yeah, it doesn't make that part doesn't make sense, and
I'm having some trouble with it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Maybe they could have had her like maybe step up to like a bully, high school bully first, or something that made it a little realistic.
No, they set up all this shit with her bully or not her bully, or maybe I don't know. I thought she was going to be. I thought they were going to change her sexual orientation and make her go after that hot chick from school. Because in the comic book, she dates her engineer buddy, the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. She dates the other dude.
Dante. I think she likes the Inferno guy, doesn't she?
That's much later.
Oh, okay.
In her circle, in her stories, she dates the 17-year-old kid that is the son of the 100-year-old
woman. In the show, yeah.
It's pretty. Oh yeah, and Baby Yoda command brings up it's pronounced Grogu.
Grogu.
To correct Zach every time he says Baby Yoga. I just said Baby Yoga. I do like Baby Leia, but I think in the case of Not My Leia, it has to stay to Not My Leia. So where's the other Bengal?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, and I'm hoping maybe we'll see in the next, the 5th episode, heading towards the end of the season. I think it'll be good. But yeah, they did mention too, saying that there's 2 that take them home, so I'm assuming someone has another one, right? Probably her grandmother, maybe?
Well, no, that's the one she has is supposed to be her grandmother's.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know who the other one has.
That's the whole setup, right, in the beginning of that episode, where they go do the archaeological dig and take the bangle off their blue-skinned Why are they?
Yeah, it could have been Creed. They could have just did the normal story, but they switched it halfway through. Like, they had all this setup, they had everything, but they switched it last second because whatever.
Well, I think maybe the multiverse money is getting to their head. Like, everyone seems to be doing multiverses right now. They're really popular. Their properties involving multiverses are going huge. They're like, hey, why introduce something that's on the moon right now? Because, like, we've been flying around. We've been doing a bunch of other stuff. We've been out to space a whole bunch now. You know, there's no mythical dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
You know, we have the Tip. We have Iron Man that can just fly out to space. We have the hexagon grid system for interstellar travel.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe they're just leaning into the multiverse thing more. Because, like, think about it. 2 of the 3 new characters that we've been introduced to involve now multiverse or multiversal travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kamala Khan, if she gets the other bracelet, apparently will have the power to travel the multiverse. And we have American Chavez, who has the ability to travel the multiverse, and she's a sorcerer now.
Yeah.
Like, she made Sparks, but I mean, that's just like 3 books and some no
just
sleeping.
like, what's his face from Spider-Man, too, though? The buddy, the best friend.
I was kind of hoping that we'd see Ned in the background at Kamaratage, like, just no word, no speaking line, just like in a line of all the other magicians doing their.
Cool, yeah.
Oh, sorry, they're doing their.
Doing the thing, yeah.
And they didn't. I feel like that was a big lost opportunity. But it's not over. Oh yeah, sorry, that's Multiverse of Madness. We watched them back to back today, so they're kind of blending into one right now.
Fair enough.
As Marvel does, given we're on like
Yeah.
episode 38 of the world's most expensive television show.
Yeah, it is. Especially 2 locations, one in Jersey, one in Karachi.
Zazie, it would have been so much better if you would have waited to put that in chat until you were in the room, and then we could have glitched the camera. I'm just saying. Have some theatrical forethought. No, I'm kidding. Man, Twitch is so surreal because I just had a conversation directly with Zach, who's in his car on his way over. And we're actually trying to entertain other people.
Oh, we got a dinosaur.
Thank you, Stay Lifted Leahy. That is 3 months. Wow.
Thank you, Stay Lift. That deserves swamp weed.
That definitely deserves a big bongo time right there. And in honor of Ryan returning this evening, everything is swamp weed. I've taken like 5 different types of weed and just put them on the 2 different plates and mixed them together.
Everybody, smoke along.
Could also be why we're 30 minutes into the stream and I'm having a hard time forming sentences. All right, so as we like, not only they're doing multi-dimensional travel, and this is going to be a big spoiler. Well, not really. It's more of a post-credit scene, and it's all about how she gets to this moment, but she kind of accidentally jumps back in time. And I don't mean like vision in time, like she's just seeing what's going on, like the train.
Yeah.
She seems to be able to tangibly affect the area around her.
Yeah, she's got some, I don't know if it's the 10 ring magic or something.
Right, big Easter egg in this episode, or the last episode, you see the downward shot, and boom, there's the 10 rings.
Maybe we'll see Shang-Chi show up in the last episode. That'd be cool.
I mean, that could be why they led to that. He could have the other one, because that's why the tomb is raided, and it was his at one point, so...
True.
Ooh, that's good. Shang-Chi could show up. And that's why I'm thinking maybe we don't get right to the Marvels. Maybe the Marvels movie comes to them or comes to her, and we get more of a Young Avengers thing going on. Maybe that's how they get introduced, is through the Avengers.
True.
So I think now that American Chavez is with Wong at Kamaratage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I just said a whole bunch of words that don't sound like I made a sentence. American Chavez with Wong in Kamaratage.
Yeah.
Like, out of context, none of that sounds like I said a sentence. But so now that American Chavez is with Wong in Kamaratage, and I'm guessing Monica Rambeau is on tip with Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to take a guess on what was the more likely post-credit scene, trying to clean up the YouTube naked? I'm going to get called an internet grandpa again, aren't I? But again, thank you so much, Sailor Leahy and Cominod and everybody else and my wife and for tuning in, hanging out, or allowing us to do this. And, oh crap, thank you. Oh, right, I don't have the multi-chat. That might have been why we wanted the multi-chat up in the first place. So that we would have seen that all of these right here are the spammers from YouTube.
No.
Thank you for doing that also.
Yeah.
So we...
So what's your final version of...
Oh, right. So I think it's much more likely that we see... Because Wong's... Like, remember, I've been predicting Wong's big week, right? Like,
yeah.
Fury's big week. And maybe the Secret Warriors, eh? Maybe they train at Kamar-Taj. Maybe they're hiding at Kamar-Taj.
I could work.
Right? So instead of them being Fury, maybe Fury continues to lead the older Avengers, right? That's why Monica Rambeau is up on tip. I'm guessing Captain America is up on tip, relaxing and retired. So I think they'll be up there and they'll have to come down to get Kamala in the movie, but I think most likely we're going to see a portal, like a spark portal opened up at the end, and it's going to be American Chavez and Wong walk through and say, hey, we could use your help.
That'd be cool.
And then later, I really don't know when they're going to set up the Marvels, because, I mean, yeah, maybe you'll get Nick Fury and another Skrull or something.
Yeah. Well, we are coming into the Secret Invasion, which we all know that. Well, there's no spoilers. Everybody knows Skrulls are coming, right?
Yeah. So
from Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, they've been here, and
yeah.
But yeah, you have Nick Fury up on the. So what Ryan's talking about is in Secret Invasion, and then leading to Secret Wars. It's I think maybe a 14-book series or something along. It's not a very long, but it's very, very detailed. It's very good. Mm-hmm. And essentially, what takes place in it is we find. What villain was it? It starts with a villain, but they find this villain, and the villain ends up getting killed in battle. And when they go back to have the autopsy, they realize it's a Skrull. And then all of a sudden, Hank Pym turns into a Skrull and kills somebody. And then, from there, we're like, oh shit, who can you trust? Who's real? Who's not real? And it kind of goes from there. So that's Secret Invasion, and it's a whodunit psychological thing almost.
It is, yeah. Nobody can trust anybody who's on their side, and in the end, I think it's Hawkeye and.
No, it's in the very end, it's the Secret Warriors that come to tip the scales of the war. But the really weird part was then we got Super Skrulls. Super Skrulls could actually not only mimic the look of their person they're portraying, but their powers as well. Mm-hmm. So if one became Captain Marvel, they would have the powers of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So I almost felt, okay, so you know in Captain Marvel where she blows up the jukebox?
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't know you could do that before. Like, that didn't prove anything to me. But it almost kind of feels like a joke or a reference to the Secret Invasion or Secret Wars when the Super Skrulls were literally mimicking powers. So they would have been able to throw that same blast that she could.
True, that could be it, for sure.
Maybe just a little side joke there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the Secret Wars. And Little Hulk and Big Hulk as well.
But the problem is that the Secret Wars means that, and if they're going to do the Secret Warriors, oh, that's Carol Danvers, like actual Carol Danvers back there.
Yeah, okay.
She's not part of that. but it doesn't really matter. If they're going to do the Secret Wars in the storyline, the reason that the Secret Warriors are so important is that they were actually hidden away by Nick Fury to be released at the right time, and they come in and they tip the balance of the Secret War with the Skrulls and the Super Skrulls.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, they move on, and then you're stuck with the Secret Warriors as a mainline Avengers-style group.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the whole history and why what we think will come out of, or at least what should be coming out of the properties we're seeing currently.
Definitely.
Well,
Thank
hello.
you for following.
Mao?
Lou Maui?
Maui Wowie. Now I'm thinking about weed. Let's have a bongo time.
Yeah, okay.
Bongo time for Lou.
Bongo-ish. Swamp weed.
Oh, now I said Lou and it reminded me of that scene in Fight Club where he's like, thanks, Lou, and he's like all like when the owner of the club shows up and they're in the basement and Brad Pitt just lets him beat the piss out of him. You know what I'm talking about? You didn't listen to any of that, did you? Nope. Okay. Bongo time for Lou.
Bongo time.
But thank you very much for following. We hope we can live up to your high expectations of stoner content talking about Marvel and other movies. So we are going to talk more about Miss Marvel when Zach gets here, because he brings in an entirely other point of view in the fact that he actually really loves this show. And that brings me to my next point. That's why I don't have to make it when he gets here.
People that watch like Miss Marvel,
This
like
show
Picard too.
isn't... Yes, clearly, if you like Miss Marvel, you must love Picard.
Yeah.
But no, this show is, just like I've been bitching about the Star Wars content, is to continue to usher in new viewers that didn't necessarily do what you and I did. You know, we read a lot. We read more than the average. We watched more than the average. And it's okay sometimes if they go off script, if they do it well. And if I'm being objectively honest here, they're doing a decent job.
It's entertaining. Like, don't get me wrong. It's classic Marvel that way. But following the stories and what they've done so far that please the fans in the end, I don't know.
Okay, so
But
this
they
goes
are
back to
bringing
our
a
argument.
new generation, so I get it. Like
This goes all the way back to our argument that we've been having for the last 2 fucking years. Do they owe us a debt? Do we get to help dictate what happens? And should we? This is no longer just one artistic view. This is 100 hands in the kitchen. So, I mean, they built a dynasty that's bigger than just a cool movie.
This is a nerd that goes on since like the 1970s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, like, do we not? Are we not owed certain legitimacies in holding true to the canon and true to the original material?
Yeah, definitely. This will definitely be not assigning everything to X-Men 97 when it comes out where we left off.
Oh, I will. I
can't
honestly
wait.
can admit now I will have a hard time being objective about that show.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's part of our childhood.
just don't fuck it up. Just
Yeah.
keep doing what it was doing.
Yeah.
Don't
they
be
do
afraid. They
perfect,
brought
yeah.
back showrunners from it, so like it's gonna have a similar feel.
I'm excited.
Feige gets to put a little finger on it while it gets to be pretty much the original people involved. So I mean,
That's sick.
and everyone's like, how are they gonna? Like, it's gonna pick up where they left off, and I'm like, I kind of hope not. Given that they weren't telling a story, and like season 5 is awesome because it's just disjointed. It's all over the place. Like that last season of X-Men is crazy. They just told 4 and 5 episode arcs nonstop.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see where it goes next.
So if they continue with that idea that let's just grab a run, you know, of stories and let's just do those. Like let's do this run.
They could do that.
The Wolverine. Yeah, please don't fork it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of fork it up, you're on season 1 of... We're just going to keep jumping topics till Zach gets here. You have finished season 1 of one of my all-time favorite shows. What'd you think of it?
Good place.
Yes.
Well, The name is deceiving. I won't spoil it for people, I guess, that haven't
Dee
watched
Marie.
it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to Call Me Nod to gifting Dee Marie. I always read the last one that's up, and you guys are awesome. Oh, I'm about to steal your bong for bong. You know what? For that, I think it might be dab time. I'll set up dabs while you tell me all about how you feel about this season after you say thank you to our fans.
Thank you, everyone, for definitely subscribing. Thank you, Comic-Con. And thank you, Dee Dee, for joining. Swamp Weed, indeed. Dee Dee.
I need the torch.
Oh my god, I just realized they could probably just literally hear us walking around when
Oh, yeah.
Alright, sorry, I needed to get the torch that was just off camera. How's everyone doing out there? If you're smoking, what are you smoking? Before we get too deep. Drew,
Hey,
buddy.
Drew.
Buddy. How you doing over there? You having dinner? Sorry, I'm reading chat at the same time. Have you ever read Beef Nuts Command?
No.
It's just Webster's Dictionary's definition of both beef and nipples. We have so much fun around here. And I mean, we would still have so much fun with you guys just following and hanging out with us. We appreciate the sub.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. It's always surreal and strange and weird and awesome. And remember, we're all strange and weird, so I think strange and weird are good things.
What were we talking about?
I was setting up dabs.
Oh, yeah. The only other thing I'm excited for is
The Good
season
Place.
2. Oh, Good Place, yeah. Good Place, yeah. I like it so far. I kind of guessed where it was going after the first couple
You can't
episodes.
say where it's going because we
But
may
I
have
won't-
just had
I
a
won't.
knock on the door.
But I won't ruin it. But I did see where it was going after the first couple episodes.
You made the call, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, after these dabs, we might have a guest.
All right.
And of course, for those just joining us, if you haven't noticed, Ryan's real this week and not just a picture. And to all those that just subscribed and resubscribed and went multiple months, you guys are all awesome. Too bad Zazie isn't here to say thanks. It's kind
Not
of
just
ignorant of him to
pictures.
miss stuff like that, but you know how it is. And in that note, I'm not sure how you guys feel about them. Not that I've ever cared, but here's some ducks.
Jacques needs to catch
Can you bring
up.
up the event list?
Hey.
Welcome.
We
We
got
don't necessarily need it
Brazil.
because we have only Twitch up.
Okay, but you missed Stay Lifted Leahy subscribing.
No, I didn't. We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
He gifted Dee a sub.
And we talked about that too.
We thanked everyone.
I literally just said that as you walked in, and I made a joke about it.
And then Drew
Oh,
subscribed.
and
So thank you.
Oh, Drew, thank you.
And hey, everyone.
It's nice of Zazie to finally be here to say thanks for one. I'm just kidding.
Well, bongo time for everyone in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
If everyone thinks Zach should
It
maybe
really-
smoke 2 bongos to catch up, we should put in a bongo time for Zach. Or Zazzy ankles.
I'm gonna hit 2 bongs anyway. So.
Oh, wait, I'm doing dub.
Yeah, and get him to do it.
Hey,
yeah.
Dee, hey, Scotty. Beef nips.
They asked for it.
Echo.
Echo.
Oh, and Rusty's here. Yeah, Echo Sync. Cheers, friends, near the top. I just want to pass.
Oh, sorry, Echo. I did not see that. I apologize.
See, you needed
Thank
me
you.
here to say hi to everyone.
Oh, right. It's on here. Yeah. And we're back.
Yes, I'll be on the floor very soon, Rusty. Probably.
So Ryan was just saying how much he loved The Good Place. And he's all caught up on all of our shows and watched the whole season of The Good Place.
What's going on?
Just before we go any further, don't forget that next Monday we will be watching Teeth, a thriller about a gynecology appointment. I should have said a rom-com about a gynecology appointment. We will be watching One-Eyed Monster, a family film about a cabin. And we'll be watching Killer Rack. It involves deers and trucks. I really had to struggle for a fake funny one. Sorry.
And Human Centipede as well.
No.
Some of us will watch it.
We will spend the whole show on videos if we start talking
Human
about
Centipede.
No, like... I'm just going to start wrecking all your favorite shows. Like, live to your face.
Rusty, it was a theme idea where we're like, let's do killer body parts.
Yes. Well, it was a joke, and then we watched these 3 specific...
Trailers, they were really good.
Yeah, and like I've seen one of the films. I've always wanted to see the other one.
I think Dee Dee Marie suggested Killer Rat.
She did. She suggested it. I grabbed the link and watched it and thanked her very much for such a great ad. So that'll be after July 1st. So it'll be our July fan pick. No pick for Zach this week. Only because if you had a choice, you'd pick that. And I'm like, no, you're grounded.
We will be watching Human Centipede and reviewing it.
Not
with lots of
chance in
images
hell.
and maybe some video. Probably not, but maybe.
Yeah, don't promise that. You know,
that might be TOS. Human Centipede probably breaks TOS.
We sit here together as we're loading images every week for every episode. That's not getting snuck by me. I'm never that high. I'm not going to notice images of Human Centipede.
There's a Bongo Time.
Like that's like one rock there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge stab.
Oh, it's not that big. It's one rock. Like this stuff has gigantic rocks in it instead of like little tiny crystals.
1.5.
0.1 at best. 1.5 grand. Oh, pure, really good diamonds. I'd love to, but that'd be so a waste.
Leahy, you're not wrong. All emotes do tend to kick off a Bongo Time.
That's a truism.
So, we're here to talk about my favorite show, right?
I do know body parts, yes. We are,
I know that song, too.
No, the movie.
I mean, sorry, song, movie, yeah.
So what we discussed was all of the young Avengers that are now present inside the MCU.
Oh, is that
we've
actual
seen.
actors? Cast?
Yeah.
We've seen every one of these.
Okay, I didn't.
These are the kids from WandaVision. This is American Chavez. This is Kate Bishop from Hawkeye. American Chavez is from Multiverse of Madness.
Going left to right.
Yes. Well, I hope they got that by the children from WandaVision.
Yeah, but you're using the mouse to point.
No, but I said the children of WandaVision. There's only 2 children on this. And then we have
They're all
Stature,
children.
which is Paul Rudd's daughter in the movie. And then we have Isaiah Thomas. Bradley Todd. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Patriot. And then we have, again, this is not implicitly this character. This actor played young Loki in the series Loki.
Yeah.
But young Loki in the Young Avengers is actually a reincarnated version of old Loki. So maybe with the death of Loki, we might get a child version in Asgardian lore.
Well, if there's anything Baby Leia taught me, it's that we need more very young
baby versions of their Hashtag not my Leia. So that's where we kind of we also just quickly discussed the Marvel Rising Warriors. This looks like crap on purpose. We were trying to zoom in and look at a specific character mid-show.
I agree. The show looks like crap.
It's not that horrible, and then these are the 3 main line of who we think we're seeing from the Secret Warriors.
After seeing these last 3 images, I'm like, they're aiming Marvel stuff at people 1/3 our age. That was all very young people.
Yeah, and here's the problem is that... Oh, Rusty Pride, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Dee Dee Marie, thank you for... Man, I'm really not good at reading these things properly.
Dee Dee, thank you very much.
He means well.
DD is best VP.
Welcome to the
I mean, well,
Internet grandpa means well.
how do I not just get stoner credit for misreading something on a screen quickly? Are you calling me internet grandpa now too?
Yeah.
One episode, I'm just gonna be Ryan and stare.
That won't happen.
I know.
Thank you very much, Dee Dee. That's awesome. And welcome, Rusty. Now you also have exclusive access to the Zazzy ankle.
Swamp weed.
Emote.
We do like when I love seeing the Zazzy Ankles emote come
The
up
hottest
in
emote on
other
Twitch.
chats.
It is a little strange, and I don't know how to react when I see it in other channels.
Mildly aggressive folk. Is that the name of the
Yep.
channel?
That's a
Because
great channel.
they have the animated on screen that bounce around.
Yeah, I like those
And
channels.
it's awesome to see Zazzy Ankles just pouring out. Like, I've spammed it just to watch it. Like,
There's a few channels. Like the Jukesters do that. And
we should do that. We're not
We
distracted
should.
enough.
actually, yeah. Why not?
Zazzy will look right into that. That camera is on a slant.
We're slanted. That's okay. Yeah, it is very slanted.
Like, I tried to correct it a
We're
little
all
bit.
falling towards Ryan.
Ryan falls the other
Ryan
way.
goes the other way.
Because in his dimension, it's flipped.
He doesn't obey the laws of physics.
Oh, even Justin has used the ankles emote. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're right, Dee Dee. I have seen him use it.
I am so happy I took 37 seconds to pick out a font and make that emote.
And I have to say, maybe this is spoilers for the future, but some friends in real life have been asking me, why is Barry asking for pictures of people's ankles?
That is a total spoiler.
I know, but I don't know what's coming, but people are going like, what's up? What is
A
this about?
ton of people woke up to me asking them for ankle pictures this morning, as well as all of Facebook.
See, now Scotty can't see it. This is why you're not supposed to point out your mistakes. Like when you mess up a song,
I know.
you don't
So-
point out what you did wrong. You just do it twice, and then it's...
There's this great episode in How I Met Your Mother where they break the glass. They call it breaking the glass. And, yeah, like every time you point out, like, even a habit someone has that you just look past, and then you see it and you're like, I hate you. Like, you must die now because you never heard them that they could eat soft bread and it sounds like nails.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate nobody saying anything.
It is very slanted.
I mean, I think I might eyeball a fix while we, I don't, why, like, this, it's always so much stress to find what I want to put up. Where are all the
Dutch
videos?
angle.
Yeah, we're just
Permanent
pretending
Dutch
we're
angle.
in Thor 2, Thor the Dark World. Alright, we'll be back in just 1 minute.
Didn't study at Princeton, but a proven convict. I'm more like a Winston and got friends like John Wick. Some spent time in Kingston, others were gone quick. There just ain't too many places you can move me from. On my white boy flow, I'm about to drop a doozy, son. Bars hitting heavy like an extended Uzi drum. Only a handful living life they make movies from. 3 sheets to the wind, and I still be spitting better. You can't be fair skinned and suck at the written letter. They'll never have me pinned, only getting better. Lord knows I've sinned with that forbidden cheddar. Originality can be astounding the game, but it seems auto-tune got you all sounding the same. Time to take your own lane instead of crowding the train. You know pigs saying to me if there's no loud.
It is even worse.
Whoa!
I thought it had to go the other way.
We're just gonna fix it on air. I think that's because now we're.
I like it even better.
God damn, what happened here? Like,
But doesn't that kind of not make sense?
I don't know which way you adjusted it.
But how it looks to you physically, the camera.
It looks wrong.
It looks like it's going the opposite way of what we're seeing on the screen.
Yes.
That's why it was. That's why I'm like, wait, it can't have to go this way. So
At this point, I don't even think we need a video.
I'm a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up in the book.
all right, we're back.
And stuff isn't falling off the table. We went outside and tipped the house over.
Yeah,
Got
sorry.
back.
The camera got stoned. We swapped it out for its friend. We might have to do that again later.
Don't get your camera stoned.
Yeah, don't get your camera stoned.
So Miss Marvel, which we haven't talked about in like 15 minutes.
Hey man, there was a stream last Wednesday's stream. We didn't talk about anything for the first hour almost, or the Wednesday before.
We almost never.
That's true. We don't really talk about anything. No one should take anything I say seriously. So I had a cat. Or the day I lived in a house. I rented a room in a basement many, many years ago, and the upstairs people had a kitten. And I'd have friends over when they weren't home, and we'd smoke bowls in my room. And just as we passed the bong around, I had all these shelves around. The cat would like run behind whoever had the bong.
Oh, I agree. Everybody must get stoned and everything.
Everything, everybody, it's fine.
Got my dog stoned and drunk.
Is that what he actually says? I'm a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up in the book.
That's the exact quote.
I love it.
We are pros. Pro streamers.
Back to Miss Marvel. So Zach, do you want to break down some of your opinions on this show? How did you like the last episode? We finished upstairs together.
I just want to say overall, this show, I was thinking about it. I think the reason I like it is it feels like a modern Buffy. Some of the quippy jokes, and it's got that pacing and those types of silly, witty comments.
One stream.
One
fucking stream.
Without Buffy.
One stream. How? How can you make parallels to that many properties with one mediocre 90s show?
It's one of the best shows. Because I grew up with it. I relate to it. So it's when I watch young people shows now, I don't relate as much, but it's like, oh, this feels like Buffy.
Are you waiting for more vampires?
Morbid time?
Yeah. Well, actually, if they do Dracula, Captain America's immortal on me. In the comics.
I thought Red Skull was Captain America's.
Dracula, too.
Is Dracula a big one on his list? That's so...
Time to talk. No, it's morbid time. Oh shit!
Hell, this show got called informational earlier.
Who said it's informational?
I'd have to Scotty? No, Rusty Pride. Somebody. But yeah, it's because we were breaking down Secret Warriors and the whole.
They're not very secret if you keep talking about them. I don't get it at all. But
you guys want to know a secret?
What?
There's a car that runs on water, man.
Well played, sir. Well played. So, yes, this show is this show's fun.
The Scory command.
I think that still might be my favorite command that we did.
Scory?
Scotty.
Scotty's command is migrated to other channels. Oh
Like-
no, a different. Scotty's got the best balls.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a truism.
Congratulations, that's on the balls. Bon bleed.
That's a great command, Corey. We should point out Corey's getting his name changed tomorrow.
Is he?
Call me Nod. Tomorrow is the day he can change his name on Twitch.
I'm really curious. So, like, do we know what it's going to be? Is it a secret?
I'm not even sure
Are we
he
making
knows.
bets?
It'll involve Leahy somehow, I think. Yeah, he doesn't know.
I think we should have a pool.
So late. Well, like, yeah. Put your guess in chat what you think Call Me Nod's going to change his name to tomorrow.
Depends on what's available.
Corn Me Nod? Corn Me Mod?
I just miss Corey Trevor Leahy.
Corey and Trevor Leahy.
So near and dear to my heart. I've managed to remember it the whole time that they're the same person. That's what impresses me the
So,
most.
Zach, where do you think the ending's going in this show that you like so much?
What's your prediction?
Yeah, what do you think's the end credit?
Yeah, we're predicting post credit for the final episode.
Because that's all these things have kind of turned into.
Yes,
a
100%.
setup
Okay,
for
we
the-
know that.
for
We're
the
in.
next commercial.
So what do you think? We're proposing who will come recruit her for which team? Because there's a couple things
Yeah, that's the
seemingly
thing.
forming right now, right?
They're setting her up just to join something else, and this whole
We have the tip. So Nick Fury recruited Monica Rambeau,
Yeah.
right? They're up on tip. We got Wong having Wong's big week out there, going to recruit
Wong.
Shang-Chi and
Bongo Time.
it's Wongo time. Oh, I like that. Call Me Not should change his name to Dongo Time.
Stay lifted, Dongo.
Stay listed Dongo Rentals. And we're back to Dongo Rentals. Oh crap. Nothing broke. So yeah, who do you think is going to be in the post credit? And
See, that's so hard to predict, but it's just sad to me that
that's for fun though.
I
Yeah,
know,
it's
but
just
that
fun.
that these things just end up boiling down to what's the commercial for the next thing. And then,
It's not like I'm going to be like, haha, you got this wrong. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing out
I
ideas
know,
out there.
but then eventually you just get to an end game or Infinity War, a couple like them, and everything else just led up to them.
It's true. They're this phase 4.
Stay lifted slub dongs. Why do I like that?
I know there is something
There's something there.
catchy. Stay lifted, slub dogs.
Zazzy Rentals.
Slob dogs.
We're going to hit this button a lot tonight. Yeah, so how do you think this is going to end then?
Well,
Give
she's
some predictions.
she's.
Yeah, honey.
Wouldn't it be fitting though for the content of the show that she meets Captain Marvel at some point? Although I don't think
That's what
they'll
I
do
said.
it.
That's what I said.
I mean, I don't think Brie Larson is that big of a budget get, so they can probably do that.
But would she do it? She'd be like, "Oh, this stupid series again."
She has to. They're coming out with
Okay.
the
The
Marvels. Like, she has no choice. Okay, I don't think you really understand
Can't
Disney's
they Ezra
reach
Miller
and
her?
power.
Can't they Ezra Miller her?
Oh my god, he kidnapped children and beat
Yeah.
people. She's not the same.
Have you heard anything saying she hasn't done the same? I haven't. I mean, it's. Oh my god. Until I see a story saying Brie Larson didn't do what Ezra Miller did, it's probably safe to assume she's just as
That
guilty.
they're cohorts, that they did it together.
Well, she's just as guilty. I mean, they're both big heroes of their franchises. Everyone hates them.
I just can't believe you have that much hatred for her. You're like, she's the same as Ezra Miller. I can't believe that Ezra Miller has gotten to the point where they've become a fucking analogy. Like, you've done it if you become an adjective. Like, if someone comes up to you like, man, I really zacked that up. I didn't put a connotation on that. You're like, oh wow, I became an adjective.
Or is that a verb? It's an action.
Well, I feel like it's describing how
Well,
you did something.
I never really learned all the words for the various.
And further
English-
news,
Yeah, I
how do
just
you
said
think
you
DC is
just-
going to bounce back from all of this?
I don't think they necessarily have to bounce back from this. They were already throwing everything in the blender
Yeah.
to reboot it all and start
you
over their
can't
stories.
bounce
So
back if you never bounced in the first.
yeah, really, you can't bounce
Besides
back
the
if the
Snyder-
ball started
what
on the
about
ground.
Snyder Cut?
That see,
Oh, the same.
I
rabbit hole.
love the Snyder Cut. Yeah,
Who's on first? Third base.
I just this week watched a review of the Snyder Cut again.
And did they talk about the post-credit scene being the greatest piece of cinema in the DC history?
They didn't even talk about it.
Fuckers. Hacks don't know shit about film. No, I'm joking. But no, they're already throwing out. Yeah, like they're already throwing it all out and trying to build their own version out of the Flashpoint paradox.
Okay.
So really, all they have to do is use the Flashpoint paradox now to have Ezra Miller run into a fucking wall with a note and Grant Gustin be like, "Oh shit, the whole universe is gonna end if I don't fulfill this, so I gotta go." And then he gets stuck in our world, and then the CW or the Netflix show just goes poof.
Makes sense. And yeah, he's the Flash. I like his Flash. I miss the Flash.
Is my Flash?
Can't they do the Spider-Man thing and just go, "Oh, here's another Flash"?
They could. But yeah, like everybody loves this guy as the Flash. That I'm guessing you haven't seen the show.
Oh, that made me see stars.
That's a good one, Rusty.
That's hilarious. That gave me. That literally made me see stars. Oh wow. What do you think, Drew? Should Grant Gustin
Be Flash.
But he is,
fill
right?
in and continue? No, but I mean continue on for, and in place of Ezra Miller in the DCEU versus the CW.
If they've redone Joker like 5 times in the last 3 years, if they do.
And that's what I think will actually have happen is we'll end up with just someone a little younger than Ezra, probably around 20. Ezra's mid-20s now. We'll find someone like a couple years younger. And, yeah, there'll just be a new Flash. And that's the reality we'll have to deal with.
You were saying he's in his late 20s, but I guess maybe he identifies as like a 12-year-old based on the company he keeps chained up in his basement.
Well, those were words.
Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly, yes. Allegedly. Yeah, I know that's a really weird situation, and
We started joking out with Ezra, like, and it was relatively tame compared to what's evolved.
oh my god, yeah, we're brutal now. Scotty Meg's throwing up a bongo time there. We're gonna redeem that right now.
Scotty.
I think now that I made it really low originally because I didn't think anybody would have channel points ever.
Oh, I was saying we need
And-
to raise the price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to like $3.50.
Oh, tree fitty? Oh, tree fitty?
Sure.
He doesn't know the tree fitty joke. The Loch Ness Monster from South Park is always asking for tree fitty.
Why does this seem to be the one show that I don't seem to remember any of the inside
And
jokes
yet you
either?
know
Got Tree
all
Fitty?
the inside jokes of every other show.
Maybe some of their show gets kicked out for Marvel. I don't know.
Tree fitty.
I think if they're really doing it like hands down, they should have used him from the jump. It's true they did. Right, like if we go right back to the casting of Batflick and Harry Cavill and stuff, like they were talking about Justice League movies back then, and the reality is they had like a good portion of the Justice League on CW successful and us begging for big movie. And then they didn't do it, so the CW made their crossover Endgame, and it's better than anything DC's ever put out. So, yeah, I agree, should have. But now that we're this far in, I think we just need a new Flash.
Rusty's got the right idea. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air route where you make one line about a change and then never mention it again.
Oh yeah, I can never remember Lois's dad's name, Peter Schmidt. But the whole like I'm a stinker Time magazine cover, after he doesn't release
Oh, yeah.
the cancer thing. Like, what the fuck?
What a stinker.
Yeah.
What a little stinker. But I'm in favor of those kind of bizarre character changes, and then they don't ever talk about it again. Apparently, they tried to ruin Aunt Vivian's life. The original.
They full on admit it in the kind of documentary thing.
And what was the reason? Was she a bit of a diva and that's it?
Yes.
In hindsight, you're like, you shouldn't ruin anyone's life, but when you're dealing with a diva, you know, you're like, screw this person.
I think it's a little more insidious than that, but I'd have to go rewatch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
we
sure talked about that. Or just make the freaking Injustice storyline. You can get like 20 movies out of that thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's
Third
so many
base.
stories, but they don't do anything. They just keep retelling Batman.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
A Joker, like
Yeah.
no, okay, I'm sorry, but I think we've had
Batman.
enough swings at Superman. Pick a fucking C-liner, put out put out a good movie, then put out another good movie. Don't worry about the big picture yet.
they did with Wonder Woman, and then the second one sucked.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it.
I didn't.
That's a
finish
swamp
it.
weed call there for you, big good buddy there.
Oh, swamp weed. That's some tasty swamp weed.
Oh man, that last bowl was big and deep.
It's frustrating. Oh, the new Suicide Squad was good too. They
No.
did a good job at that.
It was okay.
It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. But man, DC sucks overall.
Oh,
Real, live action.
And
Movies, not
I don't
TV.
even want to come down on them that hard. They get it sometimes, but they're not giving it their all, or they're making very bad choices at dumb times.
yeah.
Yeah, Rusty. Like again, all these things are like they get popular with this cool new universe, and then they just stick
Is Ben
stick
Affleck
safely
your
with the
Batman?
same characters.
I like
boring.
Ben Affleck as Batman.
Not as
You mean
Bruce
No,
Wayne.
sorry.
Bruce Wayne?
No, sorry, I like him as Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
I really don't like him as Batman.
Yeah. Who's
So,
your Batman?
oh, we've talked about this. To pick the overall best of both, it's Michael Keaton. To pick the best Batman,
Adam West.
that just doesn't make sense. To pick the best Bruce Wayne, it's probably
Don't say Val Kilmer.
no. He's my favorite Batman.
Not Sparkly?
Oh, he's pretty good. Like, I actually like the brutality, like that punching scene where he just beats that guy like that. That made the whole movie to me.
45 years of Skywalkers, and how many Skywalkers in total? Like 3?
One or two.
Like does Leia count as a Skywalker?
No.
Does Anakin?
Anakin's name was Anakin Skywalker.
No.
Luke Skywalker, and now you have Rey Skywalker
I thought
because
they
she
said
stole their name.
Oh, she stole the name. I'm like, I thought
Yeah.
she wasn't.
But Leia spent her whole life as an Organa.
Yeah. She was
So-
just,
She's still a Skywalker by birth. but
yeah, she is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the scene where he's doing real spy shit and stuff, like,
Yeah.
while being really good at being a playboy, and that's who Bruce Wayne's supposed to be. And I mean, Michael Keaton caught a bit of that, and after Christian Bale was told in his movie, like, hey, you have to go be Bruce Wayne. Like that, I feel like that was the audience telling him, like, hey, dude, you have to go be Bruce Wayne at some
And
point.
Batfleck made nice icons for all the superheroes he made a dossier on. Because in that end credit scene, they've all got logos that he made.
Yes.
Like, well, he had to have made them.
Oh, no, they're all using, he's just taking their logos and digitizing them and making
But I
them.
thought they were still relatively unknown. Like Aquaman didn't have a logo that was public.
That's
domain.
true. I have to go back through them, but some of them were based on the logo provided. Some of them were kind of his creation. So maybe that Batman is actually creating the DCEU. Maybe he's got some weird mental power and
Yeah,
it's all
like-
in his mind. Oh my god, I'd love for it all to be in his mind. But that'd be a really Sorry. But just in case.
Oh my God, you brought this picture up.
Get to the prostate. Get to the prostate. Get to the prostate.
Now that I can
Achoo!
look
Sorry,
at
that was probably really loud.
look at the detail on those walls. That's pretty gross.
It is daunting.
Yeah, my friend outbuilt it. He's the set designer on the show.
Oh yeah, we do know people that work on The Boys.
Oh, cool.
Did he talk about it?
I remember him like briefly mentioning it when last time we were hanging out, but
He said, "I'm building a set of inside a penis."
yeah.
I'm
He's
pretty
agreeing.
sure they're all pretty tight-lipped. Although, given our connection to the show, if there is a 5th season, when it starts filming, we should probably hang out with your friend and try and get some leaks. And how have you not abused that yet for this?
I don't know.
All in the name of likes. I did talk to somebody that does set design in Toronto, and I'm going to talk to them a little more at Guessapalooza and hope to.
And I know the head electrician on The Boys. Or like one of the main electricians.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so if there is a next season of The Boys, we're going to try and get some spoilers and get ahead of the game.
And he's even
Or
said,
some
"You should
leaks.
apply to be an extra. I'll help you get in, and then I could be an extra on The Boys." Why haven't I done that?
Yeah, why haven't you?
Oh, I know why. Bongo Time.
Why haven't you told us that before and we would go? I would make you.
I have to apply to the union of extras, but he's like, I can
Oh, yeah.
help that.
And I agree, yes, Bruce Wayne in most iterations should be relative to Superman, yeah. Which is why when they fight, it doesn't seem as jarring as it should, because Superman should just rip Batman's arms off and beat him with it.
Yeah.
I've hated that there's actually a debate on this. I get it, Bruce Wayne's really smart, but I mean, Superman's pretty smart too, and I think he would have figured Bruce to be a long-term threat and just went, alright, I'm going to keep an eye on him, and as soon as he thought a plan was started, he'd be like, beam, bang, alright, you're just going to sit in a chair now, bud.
I know what you're saying, but I always like to think of Bruce Wayne being able to come up with some kryptonite-based like trap or forethought.
Yeah, Superman would literally just need to be a couple 100 yards away, and with his vision and his lasers, just go, boom, you're dead.
Right, but then you could find out, for instance.
It would probably be on his bat belt.
Yeah.
Like a
And
spray or something.
But that wouldn't help if he was in the stratosphere. Because he could do it from there. These are all things Superman has been laid out to
I
have
agree.
the power
And yeah,
and
if
the
he's
ability.
faster than the speed of light,
there is
how would he
nothing
get him?
Bruce Wayne could do.
That's Rusty. That's what I'm saying. He'd have a contingency. For instance, nowadays, nanotech's something people know about. So, Bruce Wayne would have something that detects Superman gonna laser him, and it
Low
activates
orbit satellites with large aerials. I get it, but I mean,
No, somehow he infected Superman with nanobots that are dormant until they release their kryptonite. They open up. They're made of
he
lead.
wouldn't even know he was about to do it. He's like, shit, Bruce Wayne seems to be acting a fool.
And
I'm
he
going to
would
fly
have
up and go bang.
A machine learning algorithm that predicts when Superman's about to do it. That's what Batman's power is. It's stupid, but he always thinks there's something ahead.
I agree. He might attack him or when he's like sleeping and
He would say, "My machine learning algorithms told me you were going to attack me this day, so I was ready for you." Or this week. I wasn't sure when, so I was ready all week. You know?
That would be able to believe if Ben Affleck attacked him when he was sleeping or something. Then yeah, I'd believe it. What do you think?
That's what Batman does. He always comes up with some idea that seems ridiculous. It's the
And
same as
these
Sherlock Holmes.
infallibilities between these two characters are the main reason why I'm not a DC fan.
Oh, but then Squirrel Girls, she just swipes everyone with her tail and she beats everyone.
At least DC has the decency to fucking write a character that resets this dumb shit. So when you get a Superman, they like, all right, right, and that's supposed to be the joke. Like, all right, we fucked up. We made this too overpowered. So yeah, a whip of her tail and they're gone. And she's the cosmic filter for bad writing.
Well, there's
and in herself, she's bad writing. And there's kind of a funny beauty to that. I just don't happen to. I don't want to see the character in live action.
No, me neither.
No, yeah, Squirrel Girl.
She's a good. And oh wait, I should
Squirrel.
probably make that distinction. Squirrel Girl is a great comic book character. I think she's would be a really dumb live action character. That's my only real.
You need to handle like One Punch Man or something where it's like, what do you do if you're bored if you're the most powerful being?
Yeah.
If
So-
they want to do like a what if, then I'm fine with that. But like if they were gonna do what Barry
No, we're
said,
getting. And I've been trying to deny it and not think about it, but she has her own podcast,
I know
and
you said that,
the
yeah.
character's coming one way or another.
I figured, yeah, they're just building up a character now.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing is that they're both infallibly good, so there'd be no reason for them to fight. Like these are that exactly. Like at least, again, I go back to Marvel, but when we have Civil War, and I'm not comparing movies now, I'm comparing comics, for Injustice versus Civil War. Right, in Civil War, it's plausible, like from the beginning, the old man versus the tech god. Like there's always been a slight rub there. It was easy to write that. They were both fallible characters. Is fallible a word?
Yeah.
I don't infallible. But you know, like they're both characters with a massive amount of flaws in them from the beginning. That makes sense, but the rest kind of just.
Or what about if Batman had a dead man switch on his heart, and then Superman is unlikely to just laser Bruce Wayne without talking to him first, and then Bruce would say, "Hey, if my heart stops, so does your mom's. I put it in I tied it in, radio signals or something. I'm not going to tell you how they're connected, but if I die, your mom dies." That's like the things Batman would do.
But he wouldn't. Batman wouldn't make that contingency because he is good.
Because he's good, but then he would say, "But
Yeah,
I
wait,
realized the
think about
death of
Injustice.
one to save millions."
No. Think about Injustice.
Yeah, you're right.
His inability to act
kill,
against
yeah.
Superman is what led to Superman taking that power.
Yeah, that's right. He wouldn't do that.
So in the end,
But you
Injustice
could.
kind of shows that Superman would win. It was the convincing of Superman to relinquish some power that led to. I actually wait until you do Injustice 2. I can't say what it led to, but you know that he gives it up.
Yeah, mutually assured destruction. Because I'm just trying to think of what could you do to possibly have a leg up over Superman. There's so few things.
It's true.
I could see Batman in the way that they wrote Batflick in that conflict. I could see that Batman like figuring out a way to plant that inside Superman as he slept or something. But that's ridiculous to think that he could. But maybe Lois Lane, if they took it too far, if they wanted to lead to Injustice. Because again, these characters just do and have whatever strength they need for the writer that is taking on.
And I was going to say, in some of the movies, Batman kills indiscriminately.
Oh yeah, Batfleck. There's 8 people in the first half hour of that film.
And his cars are crushing people. He doesn't care. He just moves on. And...
Oh yeah, think about Sparkly Batman when he's driving away from the dock, and he's just blowing up the highway.
I haven't seen Sparkly Batman.
Oh right, sorry, I forgot about that entirely. But there's this doesn't kill anything. It's just a cool chase scene.
And he's
But the whole highway, everyone on this highway is murdered. This is 10 times worse than Final Destination 2. This is just pandemonium.
Which movie?
In Sparkly Batman.
No, Final
Destination. Oh, Finale Destination.
Oh,
2.
Finale Destination.
Finale Destination 2. You're an asshole.
I just didn't know what movie you were talking about. How am I supposed to know if you say the name wrong?
There's no way we still have that.
I think we still have that one, don't we?
No.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Damn it. We had a poster and it said Finale Destination. You can't argue with that.
Well, I think that kind of wraps up Miss Marvel. Whoa, did chat just freak out? Were we missing a bunch of what came up?
Rusty's cussing us out again, and Chatbot said, stop
what
it.
What the hell?
Rusty's just trashing us.
No, they doubt it. Probably just explaining something intricately and well-wordedly. Wow. Bombs are hitting my head.
I think he's cussing us out, calling us horrible names that Streamlabs won't allow.
No.
Yeah, Rusty drowned yesterday.
Where? In Sims?
Yes.
Why?
He went for a swim and he was too tired, and then...
Sabrina just let him die?
Yes, she let Rusty die. She felt so horrible.
Justice for Rusty.
And she actually bought the DLC that lets you have magic, so they're going to try and resurrect. And hopefully he doesn't come back as a zombie or something.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
But yeah, Rusty died yesterday. It was horrible.
I love that she bought a DLC
Just to
to
try and
resurrect
resurrect Rusty.
someone. Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work, maybe start a new family and have someone fall in love with Rusty so that he can come to the house, back to the house. Rusty will be avenged.
That is kind of amazing. And this is we do.
Oh, we do. Oh, see, the internet can't lie. It's called Finale Destination 2.
You took so much pride in this. I'm so happy for you. Oh, I didn't mean to put. That reminded me about the video you brought up yesterday.
Well, now you got to put the video on.
Yeah, I can't. I don't remember what it is. That's just. I can't believe it took it this long. We're an hour and a half in, and we've only talked about one of our topics. Oh, I would have just. See, my naming would have just been family.
Family.
No.
Family.
We did
I didn't kill anyone. I don't even think I was involved. Although I was laughing at someone working out.
No, Injustice is brilliant. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's absolutely amazing, and the fact that the comic book added additional content inside a video game is even cooler. Injustice 2 is probably not as good as Injustice, but it's good. But yeah, Civil War is just, I think, a better comic. We're on Civil War like 3 now. No, someone just put a call out to all the Vin Diesel impersonators to be in one place at one time, I think.
It's a family.
Family.
It's a Vin Diesel family.
Family. Family Bongo Time is what we're going to have.
Let's do that.
The only cult we're in is the weed cult.
Have your swamp weed. If you don't have swamp weed, got something
TV
smoke.
best smeller.
Just make sure it's weed.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We haven't been getting too in depth into stuff tonight. It feels like
We got really in depth until you got
Swamp
here.
weed.
then the show got fun.
All right, so I'll grab the graphic while you thank people a little more.
Oh, it's just awesome. You guys want to hang out and subscribing, and
We got a ton of subscriptions tonight.
I know
3 subscriptions. You guys are all awesome.
Drew. I could hear his yell. The boys. Talk about the boys.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
Our next
All right.
topic is Obi-Wan Jubs. And he can go over Stay Lifted Movie Club for right now, because I want to leave that area open. It's been active. So, we are all caught up. Ryan watched it today. You and I have been discussing it as it went.
I just heard it was originally pitched as a 3-movie trilogy, which explains why they turned it into 6 one-hour episodes.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine paying to the theater like $40 or more for popcorn and everything, and then seeing Baby Leia outrun grown adults?
Yeah, I would have been right back in 1997.
Is that what happened in The Phantom Menace or something?
Yeah, that's when The Phantom Menace came out.
Oh, God.
That's when Anakin pressed one button in a starfighter and killed an entire armada.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
So.
And they didn't even utilize that one character. What was his name? From Naboo?
The guy from Eternals? Or you
No.
mean,
Star
her
Wars.
dad?
Star Wars. The guy that was supposed to be Darth Maul. Or not Darth Maul, but the Sinister guy. Dark Sinister. Empire.
Oh, what?
The guy from Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
the
like-
little alien guy was supposed to, wasn't he supposed
Oh, Jar Jar.
to be? Jar Jar, yeah.
No, of course they're not going to see Jar Jar now. Actually, 10 years after, Jar Jar would have nothing to do with anything now.
Now I'm upset I didn't upload my baby Jar Jar picture. Some fan art created baby Jar Jar.
No baby Jar Jar. Not my Leia, for sure. So, oh, wow.
There's Baby Yoda, I think. It's a little skewed on our screen, but it looks like Baby Yoda, maybe.
It looks like Garfield.
That's okay, Leahy. It's the thought that counts. That you wanted to show us ASCII art.
It's what?
ASCII art?
Oh, you don't know, not that. I was trying to read. I need new glasses really bad, and I keep forgetting to order them. I'm not blind, but I could definitely use them. So these episodes, as Ryan saw today, like there's a good positive upward arc from the first one to the last one.
By the end, it's actually really good.
Yeah, and I agree. You get over the shitty sets, you get over the shitty everything. Oh, that was the frog.
Did you like Baby Luke?
Thank God they didn't give him any lines, really. They didn't focus on him. That's all it should have been.
With Leia, too? I agree.
You deleted a message?
Nope.
What the fuck just happened?
You deleted...
What did you delete?
Drew is naming Baby Yoda.
Oh, it looks really good over there.
Oh, there we can see it, yeah. Pepe with a cross.
It's pronounced Korea. You can't silence us all.
Watch me.
I told you it was worth it. I will unmod you. You won't be a mod in your own channel.
I think I have the passwords to some of the accounts.
Yeah, you can do anything you want on all of this, obviously. But I think I'm happy with just calling me not only mod. But there is a positive mark all the way through. You might be able to get you or hide. There is a pretty positive upward swing to this show. I start to care about what's going on. I start to give up on the fact that they're just fucking with canon.
Yeah, it's the canon's not consistent at all.
Like, I would have been cool if this would have been like all happening in a snow globe owned by a small boy. Because like this just seems like a lot of this just seems like fan service, and it's not that I'm against it, but don't fuck with canon for fan service. And the fight scenes were good, but again, they feel like fan service, not.
Yeah, and again, baby Luke and baby Leia, they're dressed the same in terms of their military outfit type. Like,
well, he's got his exact farm boy outfit from the first movie on the whole time.
What 10-year-old do you know that still dresses the same when they're 30?
Okay, so wait. Let's take a world that isn't obsessed with fashion and movies and stuff, and is more obsessed with working because they don't have much. So yeah, you kind of would dress similar your whole life. Your clothes would be made at home and stuff.
You would pick different colors, maybe. I don't know. It just
Well,
seems
again,
ridiculous.
they may not have that mentality because different things are important than being unique.
But I look at it more as they have this massive universe. You see the same few planets, the same clothes. Like,
oh yeah,
like.
What I would have liked to have seen is something similar but different color, like a beige, an off-white, like sand color, red, purple. You know, like yes, dress him slightly different to show some progression in time. But I still say they would look similar.
Even Baby Leia had like the same belt, I feel. I meant to bring up a picture of them both.
At the end?
Yeah, and it's like...
Yeah, it's because he gave it to her.
Oh, is that the one she's supposed to wear as an adult too? Like, here's how you got your smuggler's vest.
No, that's how you got your... Well, didn't they handle that in Solo?
No, I don't think so.
I thought they touched on the vest in Solo.
I saw someone making fun of the vest, that's why I brought it up. But
isn't it really weird at the end of the second film in the first trilogy, number 5?
Okay.
Because that number makes sense after that sentence. But isn't it weird that he's wearing his clothes? Like, Lando is dressed like Han.
I noticed that too. What is up with that?
Why? Like,
Yeah.
I got it from Family Guy. Honestly, I didn't notice it from the hundreds of times I've watched these films. Never once did I notice that Lando
They must-
Calrissian was wearing his clothes.
They must have stayed over and accidentally switched clothes.
Well, okay, but all I could think was, are they implying that Han's wardrobe is just multiples of that vest, that shirt, and those pants?
It's like Smurfette's closet.
Well, I was going to say Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson's closet, right? Like, where it's like all blue pants, all white shirt. All green pants, all white shirt. You know what I mean? Like, actually kind of like my closet. All black shirt.
Or like Baby Luke and Baby Leia's closet. It's just the same clothes but bigger sizes for when they grow up.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Like, I want to see that closet where it just, they frame their clothes as they get larger.
There's an extended explanation for the clothes, apparently. I guess Rusty would know.
Really? Alright. I'd like to hear more about that, as I am usually down with some of the good extended universe stuff, but
It's probably on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I love that that's the thing.
Well, now I've got to think in a line. Oh yeah, you're right. As especially on Coruscant, as the oligarchies grew and they cared more about dancing and art than they did about taking care of stuff, the next phase of the empire as it stood would be more desolate and more work, more
dystopian and boring and
like
oppressive.
Elysium, like. So,
speaking of which, go next time you're on the road, look around you at all the cars and notice how much they've become just a gray mass now.
Oh yeah,
cars are not colorful anymore, and it's depressing when you start to see.
Ryan, what color is your car?
Gray.
What color is your van?
Black.
What color is your girlfriend's car?
Navy blue.
Oh, I thought
navy
it was black.
blue, so close to black.
Well, I mean, you have a purple car. I have a bright blue truck with decals on it. My wife has a white and black lowered car. So, I mean, we're just the...
But when you go out on the road, you'll notice how few
yeah.
colors there are now.
And that's why Bugattis stand out so much.
Rusty has a brown Ford.
Oh, I guess I don't have a blue truck anymore.
Nope.
I'm dead.
Just a white car.
I don't have that. My wife runs a mobile business. I do not drive my wife's car. I do, but...
My car is purpley pink.
Yeah.
Pinky purple.
I agree.
Oh, Drew gave us a dab time. Oh, for Ryan.
Listen, Drew. I stick up for you a lot about not forcing the weed thing, but if you're going to call it shit like dab time for a specific person, you're going to have to deal with some of those consequences next stream.
But look at who he requested it for. The guy that blows smoke into his face all the time.
I know he's getting them back, but I'm saying you may also be provoking.
To the left and over the line.
No, I forget the official name of the color of my car. I'll look it up.
Fuchsia?
I think it is fuchsia.
Periwinkle purple? I know that's not a real color.
I cannot easily find the color of my car.
I love that you did a bong right before you knew I was setting you up a dab. Smoke on the water and dabs in your lungs.
Oh, you're barely hitting that. Come on.
So if you type that, oh yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure we might have to turn that on.
I think because Zach said that we should bust out the gravity bong. He said I'm barely hitting it.
I'll do a dab.
Apparently Zach thinks he
If
can
that's
hit a
alright.
lot.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, alright. Oh, I thought you were giving it to him.
Yeah, he can, or whatever. It doesn't matter what he wants to hit. It doesn't matter to me.
I mean, that one's still pretty clean. Take off that dab or carb cuff.
Thanks for watching us get high, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Put that carb cuff back on.
Quality content here. Quality content.
For the record, I really do try
Bro.
and make it more about the beginning of the
I-
show. We just never get there.
Bro.
Bro.
Thank you.
So, I mean, past their obvious failures in writing Leia's character and making the story specifically about her and breaking ridiculous canon like that. Actually, you know what? I feel like for once I actually have to go through my notes. I rarely do this, but this show, though it came back in the end, still really bothered me. At least the first couple of... Okay, here... You know what? The progression is like this. Episode 1 and 2 spend most of the time pissing me off. And from there, I kind of stopped making notes. Because all my notes were just when Leia was on screen.
Yeah.
Meaning they started to write a better story as they went. But... Okay, the first thing that pisses me off about this show is Order 66. So for anyone out there that cares about canon or knows about the canon, Order 66 has been shown from multiple views at this point.
Professional.
Maybe the best view being Bad Batch, where you get to see a later character's start. Exactly, not my Leia. But for some reason it's repeating inside the halls of the Jedi Temple, which make no sense. They're essentially human robots. Like, they would have just, one time, cool, I go do what I'm told. And they showed how effective that was in the cartoons, because they actually showed Ahsoka being with Rex. Like, did you see that, the final season?
Who?
Did you watch Clone Wars final season?
I did not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm on season.
Yeah, I kind of went off about how Revenge of the Sith and Bad Batch. How is this physically impaired girl evading trained killers and a Jedi? Like, I'm trying to not just beg on her, but okay. Bail Organa is an asshole, invoking Obi-Wan's failure to save Anakin to manipulate Obi into helping. Like, just total dickbag. Like, hey, you fucked up with their dad. Go fix this. Like, it wasn't the kind of Bail Organa who fucked up as a dad getting his daughter caught? Like, come on. No one could keep tabs on a 9-year-old with 3-inch long legs that don't bend.
Yeah.
That's not like their child was Usain Bolt here. Like, come on.
Oh, and she's like an important person. Like, she would have security details all the time.
And I'm sorry, if she often goes in the woods, how is there not some sort of camera system in the woods?
Even
Like, this
drones
wasn't the first
fall- yeah.
time her mother walked directly to the tree she was in. Come on, stop pissing me off. So, at the beginning of part 2, what could they have done? But then Needles might have blown up on a tree. I say Needles because I've been thinking of Back to the Future, but Fleet.
She would have been amazing at speeder bike, even though she's 10 and can't reach the pedals.
This is pod. No, this is pod racing. So at the beginning of part 2, there's this scene where he walks past an ex-clone soldier, and like it was a really good scene. Like, it was well written, and then he goes right from there to. It kind of shows right to all the new recruits who have no respect now, and yeah. It really showed the dark part of the Clone Wars and its aftermath.
And that's the biggest problem with Kenobi is you know who's not going to die in the show.
Oh my god, like, this show is just made of plot armor.
Because you're like, well, I know that they're in 6 more movies, so nothing. They can't kill off Baby Leia. I would have preferred it, but
Oh, I would have been totally happy with them killing Baby Leia. I can't believe and this is what I'm gonna feel bad about, because that kid that played Anakin apparently went a little crazy.
Oh,
because
Jake
everyone
Lloyd?
bugged me. So, like, I wish the best for this girl, and I think I saw what else was she in before this?
I don't know, but Jake Lloyd's life has been ruined, and he seems to have mental problems. And
Yeah,
it's,
like-
he can't get over all the people still troll him.
She was in something right before this as well, and I think she's a good actress, and I think she did the best she could for the part she was attempting to play at her age. But this is the studio's fault, not hers.
Oh, I know.
And I
The
hope
little-
they don't go down on her.
The
like
little
this.
girl did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
She's just an actress that doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, probably her parents signed her up too.
Oh, yeah.
No, Rusty, never even heard of that.
What's that?
R-rated corridor digital Star Wars?
No, I would like to hear of that though, because it's R-rated.
Oh, Dee Dee says the little girl's been on Netflix.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't remember what show I saw her on, but or movie. Oh, I don't remember, but I think Haja plays a great natural good, and his scam is really funny.
Watch party of Baby Leia after this.
I don't think we should do that. But I think Haja was a great character. What did you guys think of the Haja character? He's the fake Jedi that was running the scheme, but comes around later to help, but then also fucks up by dropping the hologram.
Yeah, that's a pretty common character to have that sort of
But
role.
he goes from Eternal to that.
Oh,
Like, but this is his better role. Like, this is his more natural being him, like his wheelhouse.
it's pretty scummy though to be like charging people money and say, "Well, I'll get my Jedi to help you." Like he had a nice little scam going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, how could you sleep with yourself at night?
But he did get them where he said he was going to get them, so.
But he doesn't.
I love
need
it's
to
just spamming chat, not my Leia. Oh, getting some PMs going in chat.
They're called DMs now, Internet Grandpa. Have been for a few years. Now I'm just giving you a hard time for no reason. I'm not even sure that's completely true.
There seemed to be a whole part where the whole show turned into like a Batman movie for a little while.
In the middle?
Yeah.
In terms of what?
Well, see, now I made a lot of these notes, and now I've got to go back. Fuck, I should have written this down. So now I've got to retract that because I completely lost my place of where this happened. No, and,
I'll watch an R-rated Star Wars thing.
I've watched some R-rated Star Wars things. There's a whole section on Pornhub. No, I'm joking.
I never could figure out if that's X-rated or not. I think it is.
Oh, do you remember in episode 2 where Leia's falling? Off the
Falling?
building?
Yeah.
That whole time down, I kept thinking, like, please do Spider-Man 2. Please do Spider-Man 2.
Oh, where she doesn't get caught in time?
But, like, his force power ends up, like, catching her belt instead of her body and, like, breaks her neck. Like, oh, shit, whoops.
Yeah, but that'd be on the boys.
Oh, and, okay, so a scene that she was actually really good in. There's a scene later on where she's kind of telling him that he's not alone and kind of giving him a little pep talk in a positive way. I'm like, all right, at least she's not horrible in this scene.
No, but what kid gives pep talks to adults?
And again, it's supposed to be that these are specific.
Let alone a Jedi.
Well, they're supposed to be a specific type of kid, a specific type of, because they have Jedi in their blood and yada yada. So like, you've got to give some suspension of belief, but I mean not the level of she can magically get away from Jedi and things. But maybe she could be well spoken enough to give him a "you need to realize you're not alone" speech that isn't that in depth. It's not that adult of a speech.
Isn't it true that in the first, like the original 3 Star Wars, Leia had no force powers? They could just kind of sense that she was another Skywalker with like a little bit of force in her. But other than that, there was nothing. Now she can float through space, and as a kid, she can do anything. And
I buy older Leia being able to get more powerful through time with some meditation and some training.
and if it's life or death situation, maybe, but which it was.
What did you think of Leia putting him in his place?
Baby Leia?
Yeah.
That speech, I'm like, what kid talks like that and has that much knowledge and can do that?
So no matter what she said, if it sounded too adult, it ended the scene for you.
At first, but then I started liking the show.
So,
It feels like Star Wars.
Ryan, what did you think about the last 2 episodes?
I like the last two just 'cause I like
They were the best.
the Vader and Obi fight.
Which 10 years later, they're like geriatric old men fighting with like this, compared to like force powers and throwing stuff. And
There is a big jump between for Obi-Wan from here till there.
Oh, it'd be like us fighting at like 80 with their walkers and.
I think Obi was doing a lot of meth or something.
Oh, like he must go back and get a mad spice habit.
Yeah, the spice.
He
Spice,
because nothing else
spice.
could explain why
The
he
spice
is
must
just
flow.
a horrible.
Oh, she
old
was
man
she
by
was
then.
one of the kids in Bird Box, in the boat, or like
Oh, sorry.
All right, she might have been.
she was girl.
She might have been an okay part of that film. I hated that film. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
It could have been better, but it was pretty dumb.
That and Jim's movie from The Office.
Did you see how insane some of the Bird Box challenges got? Like people driving blind and stuff.
Oh my god, did you hear that there's a new game show coming?
Squid Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we take a warning and go like, oh no, we should make that a reality? Everybody, because TikTok, that's why.
So what is the premise of the show? I've heard that it's. Gonna be a thing.
I'm only injecting. I'm only guessing, but my guess would be that like the red light, green light game will be paintball.
I really want them to kill somebody on
Maybe-
the show.
Maybe the runner-up will get murdered. So like, and I'm pretty sure anything involving a gun to kill them is going to be a
They
paintball.
teased us with Hunger Games like 10 years ago,
And now it's happening.
and now like, come on, they had the Colosseums in Rome. Everyone was fine with it. Throw them to the lions. I want Squid Games, real life. Come on, it's time. Solve the overpopulation problem.
God damn.
Rent prices might go down.
I mean, enough people to live in them.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that is
I'm-
definitely an
I'm
opinion.
Joking, kind of.
So Obi-Wan's gonna do some spice, and somehow we're gonna get to 10 years later. And also Vader, like he looked like Anakin still, and he's gonna be like that old dude.
Yeah.
That's true too. And oh man, that scene with his helmet all broken and his face in there, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was really good. I'm like, hey, that's Hayden Christensen in there.
He's finally in something other than a flashback.
Not my Flash.
Yeah.
So which would you rather watch? Real life Hunger Games or real life Squid Games? What would be more exciting? What would have better ratings?
I'm gonna probably say Hunger Games because you're fighting for your clan or whatever for your village.
But production costs, Squid Games is like on a set in a warehouse, whereas Hunger Games they have to have drones and cameras and a nature reserve. That's a lot of money. You really want to save money when you're killing your contestants.
That's true.
Make it really efficient.
God damn.
I mean, that's the way of the world
with,
now, right? Like, save a buck every way you can.
Sorry.
Zach's efficiency rule, I guess. Yeah.
Let's
we
check
could,
out this link.
definitely do the Squid Game.
Squid Game for the body count, right?
Right.
Yeah, there's way more action.
Rusty sent a link. How long is this?
You said 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hover over it again?
5 minutes.
What do you think this is all about? I don't know. He never tells us anything.
Morning, boys. So a few of you have raised concerns over our lack of eye care coverage, and trust me, I get it. Well, Palpy has assured me that we will be revamping our Stormtrooper benefits program.
Hell yeah, brother!
You get 20/20 vision. You get 20/20 vision. Everybody gets 20/20 vision.
Those rebel scum won't know what hit them. I can see. Yeah. Look out, rebels. Here we come. Bullseye. This is so easy.
Am I?
Look out, Sandboy. Get him. Got him on the run. I got him. There's one. Breakfast done. Really? Man, I said stun. I thought you said gun. I can't wait to tell Boss we got Luke and Leia. There's the old man. Take him out.
Huh? Scallywags. So uncivilized.
Did we just leave this party?
All units, please be advised. We got solo landing on Dock 35.
Oh my, a droids-only bathroom. Are there instructions here?
Occupied! Hey bro, check this out. 360 no scope.
Look, someone's up there.
Jabba wa ninchiko, babushani, kaitani wa nyaruska.
Come on, where are you, you stupid furball? Hey, check it out, there it is. Watch and learn, rookie. Oh, yeah,
At ikakushuku mkono wa tipi.
17.
Club Jabba, pupa, kumpat ni at apampa.
My dead body.
Nice headshots, bro. I can spot that lip bookie from a mile away.
Oh, jeez. How are we going to tell him that all of his friends are dead?
Relax. He is waking up.
Well, Luke, this is awkward, but you are our only hope.
Seriously? They're all dead? Jeez, this rebellion's useless. Ah, careful! That's my lightsaber hand.
It's just you and R2 left, and those two rookie pilots over there.
These two rookies?
Well, I guess it's just us three against the Empire. Is it cool if R2 rides on my X-Wing?
Okay, this is Red Leader.
This is Red Komodo, standing by. Red Scarlet, standing by.
Just stick with me and stay in formation. We're gonna be fine.
Quick question, I heard there's a tiny guy inside of R2-D2. Any chance I'll be able to meet him?
Oh, watch out for those stormtroopers!
Can't shake him.
They're on my 6! This is nothing like the simulations. Whew.
Don't worry, the force is on our...
Spinning.
That's a good trick. Oh, shit!
Looks like it's just me and R2. And you too, Luke.
All right, the trench is coming up.
You can count on me, Luke.
Be advised, we have rebel fighters in the trenches.
These stormtroopers are ruining everything!
Only one rebel left.
Luke, use the Force, Luke.
Shut up, you old womp rat. You're dead. I'm almost there. I'm gonna launch my torpedo in 3, 2.
He's all mine. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we won. Honestly, happened a lot faster than I expected. So, yeah, set blasters to fun! Brutal dance on me!
Hey, it's me, Luke Skywalker, and I'm here to rescue you from bad content. You can head over to corridordigital.com and check out our exclusive videos and extended episodes of React. We also have 15% off all merch, and you get uploads a day early without...
That was really good.
That was fun. I've seen a few channels that do that kind of stuff, like adding blood and stuff. That one was good.
Han's head was pretty graphic.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed that.
Yeah, so much talent and effort.
Yeah, there's a couple that just like, there was one, like somebody added blood to Morbius.
Oh, wow. What a ridiculous concept, but...
And a handful of
it
other
needed
things
it.
were like, yeah, like...
Chewie was the best one of them all, probably. Like, the burning
Was excessive.
fur.
Poor Chewie.
Oh, and I love how it's like, hey, you get this eye surgery. Part of the Empire, that's why they can't shoot. That was great.
I did like the, crap, we just said his name like 5 times a minute ago. The Jar Jar targets. Those were awesome.
Yeah.
Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I was going to turn off,
Oh, Jub Jubs?
yeah. So, I guess we can end on the idea for the Obi-Wan at least. We end on the idea that the show gets better, and if you're already addicted to Star Wars, go finish it.
It's
and
the best
check it
live
out.
action since Mandalorian. Like, those are the
Season
two
1,
things.
yes.
Yeah, season 1.
Well, yes, it's the best since season 1. The rest of it is just crap. But now to the thing we all want to talk about.
The boys.
Oh man. Okay, so now that we can actually talk about it, favorite death
Favorite
from
dog?
Hero Gasm.
Favorite dog?
Come on. Favorite death.
I mean, stepping on termite.
Ah,
was
you
pretty
took
good.
mine. That was absolutely mine. Stepping on Termite was epic. That
Yeah.
was so great.
Their Ant-Man shrinks, and their Superman steps on him.
It's so great. And of course, the guy walking across with his dong, all burnt. Like, that's so horrible.
Someone has a Mr. Fantastic style 30-foot controllable penis.
Yeah.
And it gets burned off, and he just gets, yeah.
I like that the twins, like, go, grab my hand, and they just fizzle out, and he just goes, bang. You're just dead.
Yeah.
Oh, this show has been ramping it up every episode this season. Which they always do, but man, how do they... I don't know how they keep doing it.
Yeah, like, there doesn't seem to be a limit to how they can bring new ways for people to die and be destroyed. And
But after seeing that horrendous, massive death scene, there's 2 episodes left. They're going to do it way bigger. They're going to do like a whole city that way or something.
Yeah, like they
Or
killed...
a continent.
my guess is they're probably not going to kill everybody because I think there will... I haven't heard of a season 5 yet, but I also haven't been looking.
But like he could sink Australia or something.
No, I think it's going to be New York.
Or blow up New York, yeah.
I think he's going to level New York. So that's what he said that was his plan.
But I think that's his plan, but it'll go even bigger or crazier. Or
No, but
stuff will go wrong.
Remember how he said he'd go further than his plan? I think he'll actually just enact his plan. He'll kill those 2, or at least he'll kill one of the boys.
I hope so.
And then he'll burn down a city for fun. And then he'll get rid of infrastructure and say, now you guys have to love me.
Yeah, Rusty's... You're right. Like, it'll be the opposite, because that's what the show does. But man, I want to see a lot of
because you
destruction.
never expect him to only do exactly what he said.
Right, which is why I think he's going to, like, blow up all of Europe or something. Or you blow up the moon or throw the moon at the Earth.
But I mean, like, I when coming up with this theory, I thought of the fact that they always are subverting expectations. So you'd never think that they would just go with him executing exactly what he said he would. He takes out the infrastructure, he blows up 2 cities, and goes, all right, I'm your god.
I mean, that'd be cool. If
And
he
I think
does
that's
that.
where they'll put a hat on it.
So that's your prediction?
That, yeah, he's going to burn it all down and go, you didn't want to love me anymore, now you will fear me.
See, I think when he finally snaps, he won't be rational enough to even follow that good plan. He'll just, like, freak out and be like, what? And then he'll blow up all of America or South America or something. And then he'll just keep going. He's like, well...
It's really whether or not Soldier Boy can get a shot off at him. Because you might not... like, do you expect them to kill Homelander?
Maybe. Yeah. I think he might die this season.
So there's a multitude of this.
They could do that. But Homelander thinks he's the better version of Soldier Boy, so he won't want to.
Yeah. He would not share... No. There's no sharing with Homelander.
Yeah, Soldier Boy, I think, might agree to something like that. He at least seems a bit more reasonable.
Oh, you could give Soldier Boy a single Caribbean country and be like, all right, I'm cool with this. I don't care.
Just a little town. Yeah. Just bring me lots of free beer and women. And...
Yeah, I need whiskey and women. And according to a lot of episode 2, adolescent boys.
There does seem to be some connection that they're implying, yeah.
And to see all these old, decrepit superheroes and see the other side, like the end of time with them, like even when the comic books handle it, they age so gracefully in there.
Not in the boys.
No, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, she was just basically a virtual sex worker.
Who?
The one that Soldier Boy killed, the redhead partner from back in the day. I forget her name.
The Scarlet Clap. I don't know. It was something. Crimson Tide. Crimson.
The one who Seth Rogen hired to.
Yeah.
Get his jollies off. That was awesome.
Something Crimson. Seth Rogen's masturbation scene in this was pretty good. And it was nice to see him not trying to sell pottery or weed for once.
Yeah.
I forgot he was an actor. I thought he was just a spokesperson for pottery and weed. I don't know why I looked at your phone as it went off. Who's messaging you? But The Boys is just off the charts. This is crazy. So Ryan, what was your favorite death in the most recent episode?
Most recent?
I got the hero-gasm.
They could take each other out. Like they both die in their battle.
Yeah, I guess the whole explosion was pretty cool, and everybody was...
I don't think the Black Noir wants to take over.
I mean, maybe. He seems to care about the money and fame. And he likes to kill people, clearly.
Yeah.
So we got 2 episodes left. One of them's tomorrow night at midnight.
I can't wait. I'll be watching
I can't wait. I'll be watching it right away, yeah.
Do you think...
Are you sure?
Do you think A-Train's actually dead?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, because...
Maybe.
I think they're setting it up so, like, Maeve, A-Train, and a whole bunch of people will come at the end to help defeat Homelander. Like, 20 people all at once.
Maybe they'll figure out how to give him, like, a superhero pacemaker. To deal with his ticker.
Or A-Train will die while distracting Homelander or tying him up so that people can do something that they need to do to beat him.
Yeah. I have full faith that A-Train will make it through at least the next episode.
He's A-Train, baby. Come on.
I'm not sure that would be the specific reason, but he's done well in the show, so... And he was on the rise, but, I mean, now he's out. He's been ousted. Man, what a brutal way to die.
Which person?
The other guy?
Bluebird. Blue Hawk.
What was his specific... Like, didn't he just get blown up at the hero-gasm thing?
No.
Oh, dragged along the road.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, that was... I really like that scene. I think it's the same way that Stormfront survived. These people are nearly invincible and can heal.
Yeah.
Some of them. And maybe he got some brain damage, and that's why he doesn't talk anymore.
That's what they implied.
Yeah.
Making almost a joke about the helmet.
Yeah. And now he's scared, too, because the one time he took his helmet off. Yeah, it was so good. But I think that's what it is with Noir. Like, yeah, it seemed like he was going to die, but...
But for real, though, I think my favorite death scene is still...
Pop Claw busted someone's head with their thighs.
No.
Oh, that was a good death scene, too. You're right. When he sneezes on cocaine and then expands.
Get to the prostate. Get to the prostate.
And the way... I watched the scene where he expands inside someone and blows them up from the inside out. They did it so well. It's so disgusting.
And the look on his face right after, like, oh... Like
realizing you killed someone you love?
Yeah. And for no... Oh, whoops. That's because I want that one off. For no particular reason, but thanks to our sponsors, Mad Dab Labs at maddablabs.com for providing all the smokables we are now consuming.
Definitely.
And Liquid Chrome, who we were over talking to earlier today, and thanks to them for all of our glassware and all the fun stuff we use to smoke all this weed.
Definitely.
Is the sneeze the best death this season? It might be. Ooh, but I really liked when you find out who the head popper is, and she gets the guy's hand and then his face.
Sorry.
She like blows up bits of his face.
Yeah, I mean, no, I still think it's
the dragging the guy along the road at super speed.
Nope. Penis popping.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great that we're discussing how many
blew up in his urethra.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely the sneeze. Murder by sneeze.
Yeah. And you realize the top half of them would probably be alive for a little bit. Like, there's still blood pump. Like, you still got blood and oxygen in your brain.
Huh. Yeah, but I think the instant pain,
the
would
shock,
cause shock, and everything would just turn off. Oh, the sneeze is beautifully set up. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn there. I need a dab. Gotta stop.
You're right about the head pops being too sudden. I just meant the specific fight though with
her old friend,
her old best friend, and he knows what he's trying to stop her from doing, and he can't. Blows up his hand. Oh, that'd be so awful.
Oh, he did end up getting cummed on like he thought.
Oh yeah. Well, we were trying not to say on Monday. I mean, favorite sex scene in this episode?
When MM opens the double doors and opens the door.
It's the octopus fucking for me.
With the deep? Oh, that scene, that was a good image.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Yeah. The bag full of water afterwards, but it's definitely the octopus.
Starlight walks in. What the fuck? Yeah, A-Train just dragging Blue Hawk along the road for a kilometer.
That was pretty good too.
I thought of another one now.
Oh, the punch from Dewey was kind of perfect.
Huey?
Yeah,
through the guy.
Louis, whatever.
We don't get to see Alex's death, Starlight's old boyfriend, but that looked like it would have been pretty horrific happening.
Well, a couple channels I watched were trying to say that it was Homelander they killed him.
But you were right; they're not clean laser cuts like we see.
Yeah, no, these are clearly her popper. Like this came from the inside out. It is absolutely her popping power that.
And you can see the way the leg's severed. It looks like it was popped off with little explosions.
Yeah.
Because every time Homelander slices people, it's just these clean, smooth cuts without all the little explosion damage. So I don't know why these channels would say that.
Yeah, like she went bang, 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 bang. Like, just kept working that guy. Probably his hands first. Keep him in check. Or he's a dancer. Probably his like foot or leg.
Leahy, thanks for hanging out as long as you have. I know it's really, really late for you. So thank you very much. And thanks for subbing on 2 accounts. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
a gift sub.
Yeah, man, thank you so much.
The thank yous for you.
Well, I gotta hit a bong for...
Oh, whoops, I meant to turn it off.
Bongo time for Leahy. Leahy! And Leahy, I can't wait to see your name change tomorrow. Although it might not be able to happen till midstream tomorrow, because it's probably the exact time you changed it. Oh, I know, Leahy. I know you go to bed way earlier than this, so thank you so much for sticking around.
Yeah, you always hang out late with us, so we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll be this week. Can't wait.
My God, that tasted good, and I'm awake again. That brightened me right up.
I don't think Leahy's caught up on the boys, so...
Oh, perfect. So hopefully we're not wrecking anything for anybody. So I did something interesting this week.
What?
I started directing a documentary.
No, sure.
It's been really fun. I'm going to talk a lot about it in the future and probably post a link at some point. After we do a whole bunch of other work and then shop it. But yeah, it's been really fun to be directing. Like, I've directed a few music videos now, but...
Can you reveal what the documentary's about?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's about the SS Keewatin, a boat built in Scotland, brought here. It was built by the same company that built the Titanic and its sister ship. It has one of the same engines that the Titanic had three of. And it kind of helped build Canada. So we're going to talk a lot about that. We were interviewing people that worked on it in the 50s.
See you, Leahy.
Good night, Leahy. Thank you very much. And as always, Corey Trevor is spirit animal.
One more bongo time for Leahy.
Yeah, and I haven't picked my bong up in a while. And that dab really woke me up. It's like the weed makes me sleepy and the dab makes me awake.
And I've heard this boat runs on maple syrup. Is that true?
Like all things in Canada.
Right. Or water.
Where are all the torch lighters? Why is the only one over here? Not that, I mean the one you're using. It says your name on it, I'm pretty sure, so that's why you're using it, obviously. I just thought we had two more on the deck. Yes, I keep using them. I really like them. Yeah, bongo time.
Bongo time. Come on, please.
So I think my favorite part about this episode is probably the fight scene.
Oh, that was such a nice...
Where we get these one-by-one reveals.
3-on-1 on Homelander, and he still kind of comes out on top.
And I like that Homelander and Soldier Boy go off to fight. And Mother's Milk and Butcher, we stay on them because the personal fight is more important. But what a great fight. And then Huey coming in the end to save the day twice, as assistant.
Yep. Assistant to the boys. Not assistant boy.
Assistant to the manager, not assistant manager.
Yeah. Important distinction.
Those two letters are very important. But no, he came in and caught Homelander off guard, and then also followed it up with an arm bend, which is kind of awesome that Huey could bend out Homelander's arm. How strong is Huey in that moment?
On V, yeah.
But I mean, that's his power. I thought just teleporting, but this dude is helping move. I know Butcher was pushing him down as well, but Huey grabbed his wrist and slid it out. It's fucking Homelander. He's supposed to be the strongest person on the planet.
Yeah, and I love when he's face to face with Soldier Boy and he's heating up his eyes, and Soldier Boy just gives him the most brutal uppercut to have him shoot the ceiling instead.
Yeah, the skylight out.
It's it would be so hard to fight him even at that level. Homelander's just got so much he can do.
So Ryan, will Mother's Milk take V24?
Yes, MM will take it.
I think so, yeah.
And somebody we don't even expect to take it will have it and show up.
Frenchie
for sure. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe even somebody beyond that.
I mean, I'm totally down for that. I guess we could just, I could pay for Skype and we could put that number up and share that thing and we could take calls.
Or we just have a public Skype address.
That assistant girl taking the V.
The assistant girl?
Or I guess she's the CEO now.
Yeah, the girl that went from assistant to CEO.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca?
No.
Maybe.
Ashley.
Ashley,
yeah.
Is your brain being fucked by stupid?
Is your idiot brain being fucked by stupid? Yeah, like we just we'll create a public thing like, hey, here's Stay Lifted Skype's address.
Oh yeah, I guess all that could be done through Discord.
Or live on the screen, like, here's the link.
Yeah, but we could just use Discord as that, right?
We will get on that.
Make a
after several months of talking about it and never actually getting to it.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I don't know if it'll get set up. I don't, but maybe.
It's not that hard. But neither is half the stuff we haven't finished.
Yeah, we're way behind on everything. So I'm really excited. Where do we think The Boys is going next? I want to hear like what the next episode's actually going to entail. Ryan, what do you think?
It's the second last episode, so it's going to be filler.
You think so? I think it's going to be more of a Starlight focusing on Huey's relationship. Could be a filler, but yeah, I think it might be
like character development, resolving
relationship. Yeah, the sulking.
Because we're all stronger
the
together.
Makeup, the whole, she decides she's going to fight for the people and becomes Starlight again.
And you got to convince certain people to join your side that are against.
Yeah, or she'll go underground as a new name. Who knows? But she'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're trying to say, Rusty. Like just a full episode to set it up so that all the loose ends are tied up, other than what they're going to do in the finale.
Yeah.
Because it's a big fight. It's going to be like 20 minutes.
I'm stoned and I forgot to continue to moderate YouTube.
Are our friends Strips Without Clothing back?
Heavy.
Yeah, like Maeve and Noir and like everyone's got to team up to fight Homelander. That's what I think is coming.
Like this is what our YouTube channel's chat's been tonight. Just deleting things, Corey Trevor adding one, and that's it.
We have a lot of spam on our YouTube channel.
It may be time to drop YouTube and just post videos there.
Screw you, YouTube.
Well, I mean,
my guess for final though is his son, Bishop.
His son's got to come back. You're right.
Yeah, he's scared of his son, right? Homelander seems to be, anyways.
No, he
wants him back.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Well,
he wants him to love him.
I think he's kind of scared of him too once he saw what he did to Stormfront. Because they fought and he didn't kill her.
But I mean,
they ended up banging, right?
The son. Well, he banged her hand.
Well, yeah, when she was paraplegic, but I mean before they were banging the whole
What
time.
would 3 be? Triaplegic?
Just an amputee at that point.
Yeah. Just
Well, I mean, you have para and you have quadra.
A helping hand.
So would you not have tria? Terra?
Maybe terraplegic?
I feel like we're going down a dark path that we should stop right now and turn around.
Look at every stream we do. We talked about killing baby Leia and...
We did not. We talked about killing baby Leia, not the actress. Please separate the two. I feel bad.
And we also talked about what would be a better real-life TV show, Hunger Games or Squid Games. That we should bring these shows back.
We did not talk... What? No, we talked about how they're screwing up and not recognizing that those shows are supposed to be warnings against how society is moving. And they're like, no, we're going to take this as a lesson. It's like, I mean, a lesson in what to make in
how to
television.
make money. How to make money.
Yeah, like, oh, wait, you can make that?
The son... You see, I thought... Is the son capable of physically killing Homelander yet? He might be too young and not powerful enough. But he might be a distraction. Or Homelander ends up killing him by accident.
I mean, maybe they fight. Okay, so maybe the finale, Homelander gets the address. He finds his son, and they all converge on the area. Mid-fight, the kid's like, "Stop it, Dad," or whatever, like a big outburst, and Homelander's distracted for a second, like... Wait, I'm thinking subvert that, and then the kid just cuts the heads off everybody fighting him. All right, Dad, let's go.
They team up?
Almost like the kid realizes that given who both of them are, the only plausible way out is to turn into the...
That's what I just said, team up. Homelander.
But I think he'll be the reluctant, like, if I don't stop this, he'll destroy everything. So I have to team up with him. Like, he'll be reluctant and do it as a martyr.
Okay.
I think that's important. That's like assistant and assistant too. That's an important distinction.
The great thing about this show is, like, I really have no clue. Because they're so good at going in unexpected directions.
What do you think about Homelander masturbating on the building?
What a weird fetish thing to say, I can do anything and do that. And with everyone having cell phones today, somebody's going to be like, "Hey, what's that? That's like, is that Homelander?"
I mean, if I can go to the stratosphere, I'd probably jack off in the stratosphere too.
But he's on buildings.
No, I know, that's weird.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite scenes this season is on top of the building for the fake suicide. The look on the girl's face when she realizes that this just turned into something entirely different. Because, like, this girl, I'm guessing, is an actress. And she gets hired for a PR stunt where, in her mind, all she's going to be doing is getting flown off a building down with Homelander.
I rewatched that scene since you talked about it. No, I think she's just an actual...
There just happened to be a suicide, and he saves, like, that type of thing every year, and it feels...
Yes, because I think the point is, it's the same problem you have when you have someone like Superman. If they're not saving someone every second of the day, which they could be, then, like, he can just go out and find these things. Rewatch the scene. There's no mention or anything.
There's a ton of cameras. All of Vaughn is there on the scene. It kind of feels stale. All right, I'm going to go rewatch it.
Just rewatching it, I did not get that
I wish
impression.
I had Prime logged in down here. I would just turn it on. I'm sure Twitch wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, a genuine cry for help situation. And then when she realizes he's starting to be crazy, she kind of starts to change her mind. And he's like, "No, do it." He's like, "This ain't a choice for you." Yeah, then it got media attention. And so that's when Homelander knows how to show up, because the news is already there for a jumper.
Maybe, but...
Rewatch it.
I'm going to rewatch it and reread my feel on it, but I remember being pretty stud on it at the time, but I haven't seen that episode in a while.
Just look for there, because I was looking actively for any line that's makes it clear she's acting, and watching them, like, wow, no, she seems like she wants to do it, and then
it wasn't her lines; it was more the conversation on the ground. Ashley.
Oh, she's just trying to say, get the best angles and make sure you get him leaving the roof. She's just doing her regular PR job, which she should be doing for him.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But it doesn't really matter either way, because he makes her jump.
And the eyes on the ground like, oh shit.
Yeah, either or. She should listen to what Homelander says, right? Because she's scared.
I don't know if I would just walk off the building. They're like, nah, dude, you're going to have to laser me.
You're going to have to laser me or push me off.
Yeah.
But we don't really see it, so maybe he did push her off.
That's true. He might just went...
He could just flick her, and that would be enough to throw her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
What do you think's going to happen with Edgar?
Oh, that's the other thing. If it's a known day that he does it, she might have planned it just for the attention. Thinking like, oh, he's going to save me because that's what he does this day.
Maybe. So what do you think's going to happen with Edgar?
What's going to happen with Edgar? It does seem like his plans aren't going the way he really wanted them to. He's going to die a quick death. But, like, horrible still.
You think so?
Yeah, someone's going to take him out.
I think he's going to get slightly back on top. And she's going to blow out his legs and leave him for Homelander.
Well, that'd be nice. something like that. Because, yeah, he deserves a bad ending.
Yeah. Or maybe he'll just end up back on top.
What if they do the same death from Breaking Bad, where like a hole gets blown through his head that you can see through?
I think many other movies would have to kill him that way so that they could make a whole lore around him being a multi-dimensional person and tie like 100 properties together. No, I'm kidding. That's ridiculous. That was a good idea. Like it would be awesome to see it once or twice, not obviously over and over again. Right? Any further thoughts on the boys?
Yeah, I think the sun versus
To the other side. Sorry?
I think we're gonna get the Sun and Billy Bishop to fight Homelander.
I don't see how the Sun's going to do much, though, unless they make him seem way cooler than he has been. He's just kind of a lame kid.
No, he seems to have a little bit of wisdom to him. I think literally he's going to realize he has to go with his dad to stop a lot of the...
Can you imagine if they CG him so he is fighting like a real insane pro? Like whizzing around and you're like, oh my god.
Like Yoda?
Yeah. Like, holy crap. He's
Yoda, who only 8 or 20 years later wouldn't be able to walk, let alone do that, but there you go. Creature lives hundreds of years.
Better than any Cirque du Soleil performer ever. And then 20 years later, he's a grandpa.
Dee talk to Dee Marie. I have a friend Dee. She casts a spell on me. If me and Dee and Leahy could be free, flying freezing easily, skinny dipping in a sea of Dee. I propose on bended knee to Dee. Me and Dee and Leahy could be free. We'd be free. Plant a tree just for Dee. For Dee.
Hello, we're back.
Random Dee Marie songs, because why not? Dee Best VIP.
I mean, you keep loading them, so we might as well use them every once in a while.
Let's see who's in the verses. Let's see who's in the verses. Blast Mojo in the verses. Gutter Mofo in the verses. Blast Mojo in the verses, feeling hot. Gutter Mofo feeling hot. Hazy Half Moon feeling hot. Tyrus 4191 hot. Hazy Half Moon, are you goat or fish? Feeling hot in the verses. Zazzy Laws, Celebration, Twerking Shark Fish. Krug's in the verses, hot.
Now we're back. Just so that we have that, you can do that while we're still talking now. So we're just sorry, reading that. Man, The Boys is really good. I can't wait for the next two. Ryan and I rewatched. Have you rewatched Mom?
No, I have not watched Multiverse of Madness again yet.
I rewatched it the other night, and then Ryan and I watched the last half of it again today. Man, it is such a good movie. It is so fun. I mean, you've seen it twice, you know.
Oh, it's really good. A bunch of friends saw it now because it's available, and everyone's pretty positive reviews of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This has made me relatively happy. And again, I think it introduced some younger and newer characters really, really well. So
why would they do it this late in the game with
you turned desktop volume off. Okay, so this is them.
Yep.
Now it'll at least show up when we do it.
I've never seen him really break character, Scotty, and I've watched him a lot. Goat vs. Fish. There's a couple, because sometimes he streams with friends in his backyard and stuff, and you can see a little bit where he's not doing it as much, but no, he is like that all the time. And he's been doing it, I've seen videos from like 2018 where he's performing and stuff, like, he's trying to get noticed by Weird Al right now.
I don't know how he hasn't been.
Right? I get Weird Al's not returning his calls. So.
That's good. I hope I didn't just change anything by hitting a button with the keyboard by accident. Sorry, I'm just reading the list over there.
What, you're getting distracted?
Yeah, always. I'm just going to close this because I don't think I can watch that at the same time.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing? Why did you suggest that?
No, I just wanted to make sure
Oh,
so that
see.
when we bring up here, it'll be here. See?
But then I could have just typed it there.
Forgot you could do that.
Perfect.
I'm a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up
Ryan's
in
a
the
pro
book.
streamer. Who's a pro streamer?
On that note, I do think we are getting ready to wrap up for the night.
Oh, are we?
Oh, I thought we're getting close to that.
What happened to that screen? Oh. Clearly some sort of print screen thing happened over there. Perfect. Well, I was going... Yeah, I guess if you haven't rewatched it yet, we will wait a little longer. Yeah, that's not what I thought I was putting on. That is way too long. I thought there was another goldfoot fish from before.
See you, Drew. Thanks for hanging out. Drew's going to bed.
All right, well, you sleep well, sir, and we will see you maybe on stream next week.
Hope so.
American Chavez says goodnight. I think Ryan is, are you calling it a night?
I might, probably, yeah.
All right, well, I think Ryan will be leaving us. Are you heading out, or are we...
I think we should raid Venom Sabbath and hang out a bit.
All right, well then, Zazzy and I will hang out in the chat, and we will continue to talk with people over in and with Venom Sabbath.
Yeah, it sounds like Vinny's ending soon, but maybe not. So why don't we just raid her anyway?
Well, all right, that was abrupt.
No, I mean...
We are... all right, well, apparently we're going to... Not apparently, I don't mean that sounded so catty. I'm not being passive-aggressive. I like doing things quickly. Who's Friday AF? Doesn't matter right now.
Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. And again, Dee Dee gifted a sub. Thank you.
And Call Me Not was acting crazy tonight, doing subs, and I think we had another resub at the beginning.
And Echo joined us tonight. Thank you. And
yes.
Thank you.
And
it's always great to have Rusty and Scotty around. And all the lurkers, because I know there is lurkers.
I can actually say, oh, and I know my nephew wanted to come hang out this night. I was supposed to go to his graduation, but my nephew graduated high school, and now he's going off to Florida for some post-secondary fun, and yeah, I was supposed to go there, but yeah, Snoopy couldn't make it because he was doing his graduation party. I don't know. I call all that.
So thanks again, guys, and I guess so. What on Monday we'll be doing the killer body parts, killer rack.
Yeah.
What's the?
It'll be One-Eyed Monster. If you want to watch it along, check out One-Eyed Monster, Killer Rack, and Teeth.
And Teeth.
Yeah.
And maybe Human Centipede will get talked about.
I mean, most likely Multiverse of Madness, but no, it's never getting talked about ever. I can't do it. I won't do it.
Good night, Dee Dee.
Anything you'd like to add to that, Ryan?
Don't forget your swamp weed, everyone.
Swamp. Oh, I guess we should do one last bongo time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should. Good idea, Zazila.
I mean, I kind of want to do a dab, so.
And again, everyone,
they take longer.
It's awesome hanging out with you guys all the time here, whether you're new or been coming back. Yeah, Scotty, right? It's gonna be crazy. Oh, we probably have some disgusting pictures, still shots from it, from all three.
For sure. And as always, stay tuned and stay lifted.
Sorry to be abrupt. It's just with him.
Stay tuned and stay lifted. and to YouTube. I don't think we actually had any viewers in YouTube, but if we did, oh, that's Echo said bongs up at the very end, so thank you in that chat